Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We are having internet difficulties here over at HQ. So yeah, sorry for the delay. At halftime, the scores are 10 to 5 to Semper X, 10 rounds to Semper X, 5 rounds to Wolves. And yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a fairly one-sided affair on the first map, that is Cobblestone. It was Wolves' map pick or what? No, it was Semper X's map pick. And I think it was a big mistake for this map to stay in the map pool. Clearly, the dominant side has been Semper X, and they've just been rocking it on the CT side. And the T side has always been the favored side on a map like Cobblestone. So let's see where we end up in this. On the T side, when Semper X do finally switch sides.
Yep. Like I said before, even map 1 got on its way, the big problem there was the map pools, right? We mentioned that the side of Semper X is very strong on both Mirage and Cobble, and Wolves went ahead, they picked Cobble themselves, and Semper X had no problem picking Mirage. So to have a strong chance of taking this Bo3 here, Wolves had to win Cobblestone. And looks like with a 10-5 half, Semper X are well and truly on their way to taking map 1 and possibly even the best of 3 in a clean 2-0.
Yeah, I think that might just be the case going forwards. Match has been paused. I hope the audio issue is fine.
Yeah, do apologize to all the viewers tuning in. A couple of softwares here have been acting up specifically with relation to the internet. So we've had a small hotfix coming in, and hopefully there are no issues moving forward, and you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy this wonderful best of 3 here at the Cobx CSGO Championship. We have switched sides. Pistol round is on its way. Semper X 10-5 on the T side. They have 5 sets of armor here to supplement those Glocks, and it's gonna be 4 sets of armor and the kit out on Monster for Wolves. And looks like they're gonna go split up and move towards a Ritz in a very good position. In fact, they've put 2 players on the CT side. DNM is also here, so need to play this careful. And looks like okay, Hunter does walk up and take that firefight with DNM, but 2 players have already come in through connector. Ritz does manage to get 1 frag there, but DNM takes the fall. Foxy drops Monster as well, and Ritz, he's gonna go for that repeat there. He knows he has to get the numbers advantage back in favor of Wolf. Unfortunate, leaving Amaterasu, the last man alive. He does catch Mythalef rooking the wrong way, but the bomb is gonna go down in the A-bomb side. 1v2 still doable. Hunter only 7 points of health to work with, and a Glock at long range is not the ideal weaponry.
I mean, but it is a 2v1, and they have a crossfire setup here by the bomb side. It has been planted for long or mid, wherever you can get peeked from. And there is a kit on Amaterasu, so he does have some time to work with, and Hunter needs to be careful. Oh ho ho. Just masterfully avoiding that, and Amaterasu peeking out, looking the long way, getting instantly decapitated there by Hunter. Hunter with a 3k and Mythil with a 2k. They just single-handedly opened that bomb side up, and this is a deadly duo I was talking about. Both Hunter and Mythil. They're just such a deadly duo on this map. It's difficult to play against them, especially when they're hitting their shots.
And we also talked about that nice rivalry that is going to be coming up in this match yesterday. It is Mythil F and versus Manan. These 2 guys have been together for ages, and now on a stage like this, a grand stage at that, they're going to be going up against one another.
I mean, it is a sight to behold, Manan and Mythil. According to Equitas, Manan would be the smarter player, but Mythil is the more explosive player, like the player who can actually open up a bomb site single-handedly just based off of his aim. It's that nutty, but...
And the stats pretty much show the same. Yeah. Mythilef has been pretty much MVP in most of Semper X's previous games, and they're moving in with the force buy here, the side of Wolves. It's gonna be one. Okay, they do manage to recover one Oomp. It's gonna be on the hands of Gokul. Monster playing up in personal here. Does get one, gets two, gets three. Oh my lord.
Okay,
Semper
then. They just walked right into a 5-7 death trap, and wow. That anti-eco working out very well for Wolves there. Wow. Okay, I have no words right now. That was just... wow.
That was just poorly played. They just got napping there up at Plateau. And Monster,
It should never happen.
He'll take that.
They triple peaked a 5-7 and all three got instantly headshotted. That should never be happening. Ux right now sitting right next to me and he's smiling, the rueful smile like noobre. But that doesn't happen. It shouldn't happen basically is what I'm saying. You shouldn't be triple peaking a pistol you know is going to be playing up close and personal. That's the entire point of having a 5-7 is to get in your face and get those cheeky headshots off. At close range, it is a one-shot headshot and a counter force by coming out from Semper. It's still 11-6. They do have rounds to play with. But, you know, this is Counter-Strike and such leads evaporate before you even know it because once your economy is gone, you're like stuck in this eternal death trap of misery and ecos.
and
Never good.
yeah, not a good sight whatsoever. And Amaterasu just gonna smoke off drop for the moment. Two players make that three, in fact, up at Museum. Foxy, is he gonna go ahead and take this firefight up against Amaterasu? Seems very unlikely. Impale just rattling off some shots with the Deagle. Looks like he's trying to make some noise down there while the remainder of the T's do slowly rotate back towards the A bomb site where do have one player playing on site and oh, there we go. Ritz does spot multiple T's coming his way, immediately drops a flash, gets one, gets two. Starboy does manage to get Monster, but Ritz manages to stay alive for a long time there. Amaterasu has come down towards doors, but he's getting spammed through the smoke there. Gokul is playing up at balcony and he's gonna take the fall there. Mithlef not gonna miss on his shots. And yeah,
How is it down to a 1v3?
they sold that fake really well. The problem there was, yes, there was Ritz as well as Monster playing on the A-bomb side. Both of them had to buy time. Ritz did his job. Monster immediately took the fall. And the T's coming in managed to easily overwhelm Ritz, take the site, managed to get the frags, post-bomb plant. And Manan gets one. Hunter takes a fall. There's two players who are dangerously low. Brings it down to 1v1. Does he have the time? He did have the kit, but Starboy, perfect position to deny that diffuse in. And Semperex, 12 rounds on the board. Force buy seems to be the name of the day. Name of the game, rather.
Yeah, I think they might just force into this one as well, Team Wolves. I mean, no team has strung 2 rounds together, so it makes sense to keep forcing it up until one team puts 2 rounds on the board back to back.
Yep, 12 and 6. Okay, it does look like Wolves, they're going to take a much more...
Sober approach.
yeah, sober. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, sober approach.
I mean, match has been paused, and every time they've paused the map for a tactical timeout,
Yeah.
we've seen them pull out a force buy. And it somehow seems always to work.
Yeah, it worked for Semperex.
Yeah.
Like I said, they did supplement that force buy with an equally good aggressive
over by,
play
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So, looks like Wolves, they want to do the same here as soon as we see Manan buy up that M4. Archie is...
Well, call me Nostradamus, because I freaking called it.
it's going to be a Mac 7, the UMP, M4, CZ.
Yeah, and a 5.7 and an M4. Like, it's like the bargain mart of buys here, but still, they might be able to sneak a round past them because they might not be expecting, Semperex might not be expecting this force buy, and look at this angle held by Monster. It's not the best angle to hold because anyone peeking from A long towards the T side will have a longer line of sight and will be able to see Monster before he sees them, and obviously he'll get pre-fired into oblivion. But on the flip side, it is an off angle and most players don't check it.
Right. So, the T's though, They're playing it perfect here. They're playing it nice and slow. No reason to play up aggressive. That was the mistake. In fact, Wolves did in a very similar round in the last half. They just ran up long with absolutely no info and got mowed down by that dual player setup there. But Amaterasu, a good angle to be holding that UMP with, but Impale is just checking up for any aggressing CTs up at long. He does have Hunter in position as well. They're checking mid, but as the push comes to shove, it does look like we're going to see a B execute coming in from Semper X. 40 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they need to make a move, and they need to make a move fast. They haven't made much noise anywhere else on the map. Most defenders are just firmly rooted in their spots. Finally, the Molotovs come raining in. The flashes should come raining in, so should the smokes. But nothing seems to be coming raining in. They're just going to be walking out onto a dry execute, and Manan's there. Bo3 gets one. Does get spotted out, but in the meantime, Amaterasu does get the second one, and there we go. 2 quick kills coming in, and all of a sudden, Hunter's all alone in a 1v3 with 12 seconds left on the clock. Bombed down by B Long. GG, well played is the round call for this round by Wolves. Again, a force by working out because Semper X just too tardy to make a play.
Yep. It's just pure straight up indiscipline there. They just walked up. Probably the best place Wolves could have hoped for to keep that M4 on Mythil F, and he had absolutely, Manan had absolutely no problem getting that 2k, and Amaterasu was in a good position to peek out, get 2 kills himself, and Wolves 7 and 12 now.
And yet another force by coming in from Semper. I mean, so
this has been the trend that has been working out. No reason to stop it until it fails once.
No, but this is what pisses me off. Okay, this is what really pisses me off. They had 4 smokes left on them as they walked into that bomb site. Just smoke it off so that you only have 3 to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of expected the smokes come raining in. Where the smokes on? They just walked out onto plateau and took the fall. But this time around, though, Semper X, they do have they have 2, in fact, 1 rifle, 1 UMP, and 3 pistols.
Yeah, this is... but still, Semper X still have a 5-round lead, and Manan taking some damage over there by the Cubby and B Long. There's a 2-player stack over at B Long. That Molotov's gonna catch one player. Okay then, Hunter! And wow. Okay, pause. Trades favoring the CT, the T is interesting. It just seems like force buy is the order of the day, but now they're almost out of utility. They need to be careful as to where they use their 1 remaining smoke. They're falling back. This is good. This is good. They made a lot of noise over by B, and the bomb is slowly making its way over to the A bomb site where there's just 1 defender. And then that's the thing. Now that there are only 3 players left on the CT squad, their defense has to be stretched to its breaking point, and they're gonna start hedging their bets soon. Like, if the player playing drop can make enough noise, so as to
this is perfectly played here. Again, it's that 1 player in drop room making noise, allowing the rest of the T's to come towards A, but it's all gonna come down to Monster. How many can he get? The answer is 0. Foxy as well as Mythil F get the 2 frags, leaving GNM, the last man alive, up here at long, and Semper X make yet another force by work.
how
13 and 7. So if my calculations are correct, this should be 16-9 to Semper X the way it's going. You just trade 1 round the other
I
way,
think
and
it should
it's
be
done.
something like that. Yeah. But hopefully the next round, Semper X don't fluff it and actually use their utility going into the bomb sites.
But I'm gonna call force buy regardless from...
No, it's gonna be a
Wolves.
force buy. For sure. The only problem is they just got 1 kill, so that force buy is also gonna be fairly limited. But on the flip side, even on the previous round...
Yeah, it's important for Gokul to keep this rifle moving forward, and no reason to take up that firefight. It's just gonna go up, hide in that little hole up at T-spawn. 13 and 7 now. Semper X 3 rounds from taking map 1 here of this best of 3 in the upper bracket semi-final of the Cobx CSGO Championship. Archie.
Yeah, and then this looks... another force buy coming in. Here's the thing, if they lose this force buy though, they're looking at double eco territory.
Yeah, that they pretty much have to play for overtime.
Yeah.
If not, go in for a very, very measly force buy in the next round. But in fact, we do see a pause coming in. Is this has any player disconnected? Looks like that's the case here, as we do see players just bunny hopping in front of each other.
Yeah. I think so. Round restore. I think someone might be a technical timeout. Might be something wrong with someone's mouse or someone's keyboard or someone's brain. Nobody knows. But Ux is
Smooth.
not amused. Ux is just. But yeah, force buy after force buy. See, that's the thing. It is viable because after every, like, unless a team manages to string 2 rounds in a row, which none of them have yet, there's no reason to
Break the trend.
break the trend. Because you can keep breaking each other's economy. And yeah, someone from Semper X did DC there. I think it is, wait, Mythil, Hunter, Impale, Foxy, Starboy. Starboy, I think, has disconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should be back. Either it's a power issue and he'll be rushing to the nearest cyber cafe to log in and start playing. That happened a lot last night, by the way. Yesterday, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was in the game
Yeah.
as well. Yeah. Unfortunately, one of the players had a power cut, but fortunately, he was able to get back in the server in like a couple of minutes. So we did not have that much of a pause. Archie here with the sign language.
Yeah, I'm just telling our friends over here in the So Strong office who had come to help out with production that there's a huge bottle of Pepsi downstairs and we're all thirsty. Let's get it up and start partying. And
Archie gets denied.
my
Unfortunate.
Pepsi! Our observer has a smile on his face as he relaxes. But yeah, still waiting for Starboy to reconnect to the server. And in the meantime, stick around, don't go anywhere. We'll be back as soon as he reconnects. So yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're back. They're going to be playing it out 4v5. They ran out of time in their allotted time in the timeout. And they're going to pause it again, it seems. They're just going to reload this round. Not entirely sure what's happening. Impale is feeling a bit suicidal.
Yeah, we
Fully suicidal.
We kind of hit the panic button there. We saw the match resume up, but easiest round for Wolves, if it was legend.
Yeah.
Not.
The round restore should come in. And the match has been paused again. We're going to wait for... Okay, round restore coming in. Match has been paused. So we're going to wait till the fifth player, that is Starboy, joins back into the server. Until then, stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back very shortly with more awesome and exciting Counter-Strike.
Enjoy the music till then.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, 10 players are in the server and we're going to go live with the 21st round between Semper and Wolves on Cobblestone. And as expected, it is another force buy coming out of Wolves. Why wouldn't they? They're still, like, they'll keep forcing it up until they lose 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, but these force buys are getting weaker and weaker by the round. This time around, it's just gonna be 157 a Deagle and a P250 AK for Wolves. They do have some utility, but they're just gonna walk into Monster's Crosshair and give him the first frag. But why not? Fox though does get the trade frag, and one more T playing up very aggressive Ritz. He does have multiple T's peeking his way. Amaterasu does have a Deagle available, but no reason for the T's to take this fight. As I say that, Mythil F is just gonna walk up, get dinked all the way down to 10 points of health. What on earth is happening, Archie?
Just wait. Just wait and DNM will get a quad kill spray down right now. Just wait. It'll happen, trust me. Oh, damn it. Mythil just insta peeks and decapitates DNM. Whack. Yeah, I didn't think they'd check that corner, but surprisingly they do. But there's 2 players left internally bleeding on Semper, and now I think the call to save has come out almost instantly.
Yeah,
they're not
vice
going to go
call
for the
there.
retake. Yeah.
As Semper, they're going to break the trend finally. 14th round on the board, and Wolves, their money is gonna be in the gutter here.
Yeah. Their money is, as you say, has just been dumpstered on.
Yeah.
So they should eco the next round, but considering that it's going to be 14-7 and Wolves, if they eco, they're most definitely going to be looking at a 15-7 scoreline. Might just opt in for yet another force buy.
Yeah, they do have that saved UMP and Deagle out on Amaterasu. So,
yeah, I mean,
they might be able to put together a UMP or a pistol buy at best.
Yeah, unlikely they're going to get the UMP buy. They're on $2,000, about $2,300 each. They'll be going in most likely for an armor pistol buy. Yeah, look at that. 2,000 roundabout is the average money on the entire team. And armor pistols, a couple of UMPs is all they'll manage to buy up.
Yeah, the second UMP comes on the board. Make that the third for DNM as well. So, slightly better than what I'd initially imagined it to be, but still, Semperex, they are in prime position here to hit map point as for the moment they're going to commit quite a lot of players towards mid here. Trying to take some mid control. Ritz playing up a very aggressive position. Hunter throwing the power flash in. Not going in just yet as Impale as well as Foxy. They're going to be pushing up long. There's Amaterasu who's going to power flash himself here. But Impale does manage to get the spray down there. And man advantage to the T's. Ritz is going to try and negate some of it. Takes up a very aggressive position. But Impale seems to have his A game on point here. 2 quick kills to open up the A bomb site. And Smokes all in position here. Bomb is still just making its way from T-spawn. A long rotate at that, but CTs don't see them having a realistic chance of taking this back. It's probably going to be the save already called in.
Yeah, they are going to be saving, and they're going to be forcing into the next round as well.
Unfortunate.
They have to. They have no choice. It's map point for them. It's map point for Semperex. And Impale just opening up that A bomb site single-handedly. 2 excellent headshots onto Amaterasu and Ritz. And that's all she wrote for Wolves in this round. Let's see what they have for us going forward. But it's safe to assume that Cobblestone will go to Semperex at this point in time.
What point in this game do you think, Archie, was when this game just got a little too away from Wolves?
I mean, you can't afford to give 10 rounds on your T side to the opponent. It's just Cobblestone, a very T-sided map. I mean, if Blair is to be taken seriously, which I'm sure you should be taking him seriously, his sagely advice is rush B 15 rounds, you're going to come out with 10 anyway. Like, that's his go-to strats for pugging, but it's not the same for when you're playing against a proper unit or outfit. But, you know, Semperex gave Wolves ample opportunities to fight back, but you know, Wolves have just let the ball drop. They haven't been able to capitalize on the opportunities afforded to them.
They do manage to buy up 2 pharmacists this time around to supplement the 2 UMPs that they managed to save in from the previous round. Only a CZ out on Ritz, and for a moment there I thought they might be going in for that boost there up at the drop room. Not to be the case. They're just going to take up standard default positions and double Molotov to force DNM off the entrance of stairs there. Goku, very deep smoke coming in there. Never seen that smoke actually being used. So
it's a pretty common smoke, but usually it's a lot earlier in the round. But there we go, Goku peeking out, gets 1 kill, but gets instantly traded. Not what the doctor ordered. Monster in the meantime spraying away, gets taken down as well, down to a 3v4. Can Manan, Amaterasu and Ritz pull this off is the question, and might just be a little too tall an order to fulfill for these players right now. With the weaponry at their disposal. They have 1 FAMAS, 1 UMP and a CZ to pull this off, and nope, make that. Well, in the meantime, Ritz does get the kill, but he's internally bleeding. He's in a 1v3 situation, and I don't think there's enough left in him to get this round off. Just 9 bullets left in him, and there we go. Hunter takes him down, takes the first map, 16-7, the first map to Semperex, and we will be back shortly with the second map, and see you all in a bit, folks. Huh?
I'm guessing you're doing bonuses.
I guess, yeah. Alright, I'll take it live, okay? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the second map between Semper X and Team Wolves right now. And it is going to be played on Mirage. This is Semper X's map pick. Wolves losing their map pick 16 to 17, 16 to 7 on Cobblestone. And Mirage is a map where Semper X is supremely dominant. They managed to take off 13 rounds of risky gaming last night in the ESL Masters Premiership. And that is no mean feat by any stretch of the imagination. So I am gonna call it right now, including my co-host Shadeslayer, Kiran Shadeslayer, and we both say it's gonna be a 2-0 series going to Semper X in the semi-finals for the winners bracket. It's gonna be an interesting game nonetheless. Here we go, pistol round to go live. Knife round was taken by Semper X and they opted for the CT side, which is the favored side on this map, that is Mirage. Without any further ado, let's go in straight into the buys that will come out from both teams. And Ritz running utility, he's bought 1 smoke and 2 flashbangs. DNM also opting to go for, well, 1 smoke. He should be dropping a pistol. Okay, no, he dropped the Tech 9 to Manan, who's going to be playing the raid boss. In the meantime, on Semper X, it's just 5 sets of armor and P2000s and USPs across the board. Impale playing it very passive. They're playing a 3-2 setup, expecting a B hit, but as it turns out, it's shaping up to be an A hit. 2 players over by Palace, 1 by A Ramp, and Bomb is making its way over to Palace as well. It'll all come down to Foxy and Impale, and hopefully they manage to hit their shots. But Foxy looking away from Palace at the worst possible moment. And there we go. The smokes come raining down. 1 for jungle, 1 for CT spawn. They seem to have anti-stratted Semper X pretty well here. Their CT side setup. And there we go. DNM finding the first kill onto Foxy. Instant decapitation coming in. Impale in the meantime does reply back. 2 quick kills from Impale onto DNM and Monster. And in the meantime, Mythil just opening up, going ham, finding Ritz and Manan, leaving Amaterasu all alone in Palace. He's going to tap away, but Mythil in the meantime with that quick 3k on the pistol round. That's his second 3k on the pistol round, by the way. He got a 3k on Cobblestone as well. Mythil just showing up huge today. There we go, the defuse coming in. Impale. Easy peasy, no problem. First round on the board for Semper X. That's Wolves losing 3 pistol rounds on the trot. And they really needed this pistol round if they wanted to make something happen off this map. And most likely we're going to be seeing a force buy coming in almost instantaneously. Oh, okay, no force buy. That's interesting. They did get the bomb down, so they're not going to be surprising Wolves with the armor UMP buy-up. They're going to just go with the upgraded pistols and go into the next round with the AK-47 and some limited utility to work with. In the meantime, Hunter finding the first kill onto Amaterasu immediately off the bat, leaving the bomb all alone by high mid. And Impale still playing patiently by ticket booth there, and Manan makes his way up to connect her. And oh, Hunter getting blinded, but he knows what's up. And there we go, Impale and Hunter, just a tag team of death. In the meantime, Mythil also chiming in with a kill over from B short. And there we go, Mythil with the final kill. The Doctor DNM getting lobotomized there. Bullet straight to the face. And he goes down like a sack of potatoes. 2 rounds on the board for Semper X, 2-0. And now we'll see the AK-47s come on up, and I think Amaterasu will go with the UMP buy-up and will run utility for his team. Taking 1 for the team. Always the team player, Amaterasu. Match has been paused. It is a tactical timeout. It's fairly unusual to have a tactical timeout this early on in the game. Or maybe Manan might have DC'd. I don't know. Someone might have disconnected. Internet right now, internet and power both right now, very precarious all over the country, especially in Bangalore because of the summers. Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, all suffering from power issues across the board. Summertime in India, not a good time for esports. And Starboy just letting off some steam, showing off his knife. There we go. It was a tactical timeout, and DNM again running utility for his team. Amaterasu with the MP7, that's curious. 2 AK-47s, I think Ritz will... Oh, okay, and a Galil and utility. So they've opted to go for the utility instead of sheer firepower. And that is a decent call because Semper also deciding to stick with the UMPs. They still have 2 UMPs and 3 M4s in this round. Fairly even in the firepower department from both teams. And Hunter is going to spray off, rattle off a few bullets through the smoke. But Wolves are going to be patient. They're going to wait for that spray down to end. And now they're going to start making their way up mid. They're going for map control, they're going for mid control, and then they'll decide whether to hit the A bomb side or the B bomb side. As of now, it does look like it's going to be an A pincer play coming in because the bomb is by A ramp. They have to be fast. They don't have the utility. And 2 players. Oh, Foxy needs to be careful. He gets spotted out, but there's Hunter in support. Gets one. In the meantime, Foxy and Impale chiming in with 2 quick kills. But Hunter does get down to Manan. Down to a 1v3, and Manan finding the kill on Impale as well. Brings it down to a 1v2, but he's left internally bleeding. And there we go. Starboy ending his reign of terror with the headshot with the UMP. Semper 3-0. And they've built some bank now. And now, Wolves will be forced to eco. I mean, they should eco this round and go into the next round with a full proper buy with all the utility and the AK-47s necessary. And maybe try and get a couple of rounds on the board on the trot. There we go, just upgraded pistols and Goku with a couple of flashbangs. Looks like it's going to be a fast play over by the B-bomb side where there's 2 players from the CT side just lying in wait. In the meantime, Hunter finding the face of Manan, smashing it up against the wall in high mid. And there's just 1 player left, Monster staying in T-ramp right now. He's going to run distraction while this B hit eventually happens. But the player playing B short right now, I think that will be Mythil. He should have heard a lot. And there we go. They get spotted out here. Coming out of apartment. Starboy gets one. No, sorry, that's Mythil. And Starboy double teaming them. And Goku to go down to Mythil as well. And down goes Starboy. And it's all down to, I think it's Monster. He's there with a P250 and a Dream. What can he achieve? Nothing but a nightmare. Foxy shutting it down with a clothesline to the face. All 5 members survive. 4 rounds on the board for Semper, and there they are looking a very formidable side here on Mirage right now. Finally, the buy comes out from Team Wolves. 5 AK-47s, the full kitty of nades, everything they can ask for. And look at that, mid control immediately just completely relinquished by Semper. They've changed up their setup. 3 players over by the A-bomb side, 2 playing very aggressive over by B-Avs. They're going to be pushing it, but they're going to find Diddley squad, but it's a very good information play coming out from them. And the setup at A is ideally suited to counter this supposed pincer setup, pincer A play that's going to come out from Team Wolves eventually. 3 players over by mid. They've gotten full mid control, and bomb is by T-ramp. Impale needs to be careful. There's a player just by that smoke. If he's not careful, he could get caught out. Impale. Oh, look at that Monster. Oh, I think Impale did spot out Monster there. And Monster decapitating Impale. Taking a bit of damage. So does DNM in the meantime. And this A-pincer hit is going to come out in full force in just a couple of seconds. Waiting for those Molotovs to go by. And Mythil just completely blinded, playing from under Palace. And there we go. Foxy does find Goku, but Goku immediately replying that gets traded by Amaterasu. Mythil in the meantime going huge there, getting 2 kills. Down to a 2v2, trying to recover their AK-47, but just unable to do so. Needs to be careful. Manan there decapitates Mythil, and there we go. First round on the board for Team Wolves, but they lose 3 rifles, and the money on Semper is just ridiculous right now. They can easily buy into this round. Both Mythil and Starboy with around $9,000 in the bank. Everyone will be able to buy into this round, no problems whatsoever. Still no ops out on the Semper. And Wolves need to be careful. They've managed to buy into this round with 5 AK-47s. And 4 players with full nades, but they need to be careful. They're on the precipice of getting broken, and Foxy just bombarding up mid right now. He might just catch one player off guard, and gets the kill on a Monster, and very quick to fall back, using their nade as a cover, but in the meantime, DNM replying with the face punch onto Hunter. 4v4, man advantage, restabilized. Jesus. 2 players from both teams. So CTs have now started playing 2 players over by the A-bomb site and 2 players over by the B-bomb site. defense is stretched pretty thin, and again it looks like it's going to be a play towards the A-bomb side. DNM or Gokul is going to be lurking T-Apps right now. He's going to be making his way towards maybe underpass or B. That remains to be seen. I think DNM is the dedicated lurk for this round. In the meantime, one player has peeled off of the B-bomb side and is playing by market so that his rotation can come in quickly if required. It's all going to come down to Starboy, and I think it's Impale who are playing by the A-bomb side. Impale playing a very aggressive position. I don't like this position, sandwich much. It's more or less a one-and-done position. But most times, the T's don't really check this position and get caught off guard more often than not. So I'm not that apprehensive about this position. But in the meantime, why is Impale... I mean, why is... who was that? Starboy rotating off the A-bomb side. He's going to take a position by market, and Impale should be hearing this. There we go. He finds the first kill and almost lands the kill onto Impale. Ritz down to 9 HP. It's down to a 3v3, but both Amaterasu and Ritz very low. There we go. Down goes Ritz. Amaterasu on 34 points of health. DNM, the only player with any modicum of HP in this 3v2. Needs to make something happen. In the meantime, Amaterasu has rotated to CD1. He might just catch them off guard. But in the meantime, Starboy finding the player with any HP. This is going to be very precarious for Amaterasu. And there we see he goes down. And now Wolves are in a world of hurt because they just got immediately reset. 1400 for this round they'll get in the bank. And their money ought to be absolutely shambolic. Yep. They can't buy into this round. They're going to have to eco. At the most, we can see a couple of upgraded pistols from them. And instantly, DNM going for that Deagle buy, and Monster buying up that Tech 9. Yeah, they're going to go in with upgraded pistols, maybe P250s, 5.7s, Tech 9s, and Deagles. Wolves just leaving it too late. Oh, and DNM rattles off a few shots with the Deagle there, but does get taken out eventually by Mithil, who does take some damage, and now Mithil needs to be careful. Does spot out Ritz. He needs to be careful. That Molotov's going to force them wide. And Ritz taking a little bit of burn damage. And in the meantime... Excuse me. Tuberculosis. Big problem here. Amaterasu does get boosted up. Needs to be careful here. Impale. Ritz does get the drop on him with the CZ and does recover the M4. But Mithil, oh, he doesn't spot out Amaterasu, and now he's down to a 3v3. 2 rifles recovered. Wolves might just make something of this round. So all comes down to Foxy, who misses the shot on the player in connector there. In the meantime, Ritz is making his way up B short. There's one player in market. If the bomb does make its way into B, they're gonna meet 2 players waiting there with arms wide open. And yep, it's a game of patience now, and there we go. Starboy spotting on Manan. That's the bomb carrier. That's bomb down. But there's still one player Ritz over by B short and one player wrapping in from market. Both of them have rifles, and there we go. Amaterasu does find the kill on the Hunter, but does get taken down. Starboy and Foxy holding strong, getting the kills necessary and seeing out this round. 6 rounds on the board for Semper X. 6-1 is the score after 7 rounds of play. Now Wolves can finally buy into this round. Tactical timeout will be called from Wolves, and most likely they're just going to be deciding as to what their strategy should be, because they won't have the entire utility package at their disposal, because Ritz is fairly low on the money, and so is Manan. In the meantime, Goku and Monster should be able to buy up completely and fully. I think they're just trying to see if Monster will be willing to drop the AVP or AWP. Shouldn't just, in my opinion, they should be just going with 5 AK-47s and try and sneak in those cheeky headshots. In the meantime, the op does come out onto Impale. He's going to be taking it over by this by CT spawn ticket booth. He was absolutely fantastic with that gun yesterday against Risky Gaming. So makes sense to pass him the op on this map, that is Mirage. Oh no, he's going to aggress up Palace, I think, with the op. But he's not going to find anyone. And Bombs making its way to mid. They're going in for mid control. And most likely they're going to go in for the split A take that they've been trying over and over again. In the meantime, Impale does find the kill onto DNM. That's their Palace presence completely gone. Impale finding the kill onto Manan, and that's Bomb down as well. Impale just going huge. Finally does get taken out by Amaterasu. Down to a 3v2. But Hunter and Foxy just clean up the rest of the T side. And yet again, they're going to be left scrounging for money as... My god, Semper X is just a force to be reckoned with on this map that is Mirage. That A split play was over even before it started. Semper X just showing no remorse and absolutely no regrets. They're shredding through this Semper X. They're shredding through this Wolves squad. 7-1 is the score. Now yet again another force by another half by. They've just bought up upgraded pistols. And Manan landing the opening kill onto Mythil with that sweet one dig. Down to a 4v3. There we go. The spray battle by Hunter. Finally landing the kill onto Amaterasu. DNM burning alive. Does get taken down by Starboy. This double team over by the B-bomb side is just proving too strong for anyone right now. Ritz does let the bomb get spotted over by B. Maybe trying and get some rotates to come in. But I don't think they're falling for it. In the meantime, Foxy does spot out Monster over by T-Ram, but Impale to go down to Manan. His Deagle is absolutely devastating them, but finally Manan goes down to Foxy, allowing for the bomb to make its way onto the A-bomb side, and maybe they'll be able to get the bomb down. It's a maybe. And yeah, the bomb does go down, and now it's a retake. 3v2. Shouldn't have too much of a problem. They do have a lot of utility. 2 flashbangs, 2 smokes, and 2 Molotovs. And more importantly, they have the weapons advantage. Starboy gonna sneak up. CT spawn, spots out Monster, takes him down, no problem. Ritz all alone on a 1v3. Foxy is low, but I mean, he has 2 teammates to cover for him. The defuse gonna come in any second now. And there we go. Starboy spotting out Ritz, putting him down. 8 rounds on the board for Wolves. And the thing is, because of the bomb down, they'll get $800 extra, and that should allow Wolves to buy into this round, no problems. And yeah, finally a full buy coming in from Wolves. All the nades, all the utility, all the rifles under the sun, including the AWP onto Ritz. Finally the AWP coming out onto Ritz. Most importantly here for Ritz, he does have the mid spawn, so he could go for the peak, but the crossing smoke there. Oh, do we see another mid push? Yep, Hunter aggressing up mid, does get spotted out and instantly taken down by Manan. That flashbang proving absolutely crucial. Hunter getting completely blinded and Manan getting the drop on him. Down to a 4v5. This is the first time in a long time that Wolves have managed to get man advantage this early in the round. And there we go, that man advantage continues as Amaterasu finds the head of Hunter. Sorry, Impale. And Manan not stopping here, gets the kill onto Mythil, leaving it all down to a 2v5 situation. Foxy falling to Amaterasu and Starboy left all alone. Bunny hopping his way to glory. Will find the kill onto Manan. But he should just look to save this rifle. They have all the money in the world. They don't need to worry about their economy. They can buy into the next round. The objective right now is to take as many guns away from Wolves as possible. But finally, Starboy falling to the rifle of Monster there. Manan doing huge for his team that previous round. And yeah, as I said, money situation on Semper X looking pretty solid. They can buy into this round, no problems, but they will be hurting going forward in terms of the economy. They won't be able to buy them in the next round. They'll have to eco if they do lose this round. Or they might just force buy. You never know. It's Semper X. They're the most YOLO team in Indian Counter-Strike, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And they're a team that is renowned for just unbridled aggression. In the meantime, Ritz does spot out a bunny hopping Starboy over by Van. And Molotov going to be a bit too deep. In the meantime, Manan just landing a double spray to make it a triple. Oh, baby, a triple for Manan. In the meantime, 2 quick kills over by the B-bomb side. But Starboy is left internally bleeding and Hunter gets decapitated by Monster. And leaving it all down to Starboy in a 1v2 situation with just 9 points of health. He literally has a prayer upon him on which this round lasts. Will he be able to see this round off is the question. He's going in for the retake. I'm not a big fan of this. Might just get picked off as he peeks Connector. 2 very good post plants coming out. DNM playing it safe. He's playing by triple. And there we go. DNM ends our Starboy to get the third round on the board for Team Wolf. Also managing to recover the AWP. And now the money on Wolves is more or less gone. There's just Foxy with over 5k. Everyone else is hurting. They should just go with the upgraded pistols and nothing more. And yeah, Mythil though is gonna buy into armor as well. We see a force buy is the question.
Alrighty then, Semperex 8-3. Wolves, they managed to get a couple of rounds there and finally break the economy of Semperex. They had pretty much managed to put out something in terms of $10,000. Finally, it's broken. And Mythilef, the lone man with that AK that managed to take off Manan. Looks like it's not gonna come to much use. He does manage to drop a crit here. Goes for that firefight up against Monster, but with no backup whatsoever. It's again gonna come down to Starboy being the last man alive here. This time around though, in a much more difficult task ahead. 1v3, 58 seconds remaining. The bomb is gonna go down in the A-bomb site, and he doesn't even have any armor to save moving forward, so not really sure if he's gonna go in for this retake. Does he think it's... Yeah, no, I think he already knows that it's the A-bomb site, but...
I think he's just going to look to save, maybe possibly recover a rifle.
Yeah.
But yeah, DNM popping out a B shot and ending him right there. And then 4 rounds on the board for Wolves. And it looks like finally the buy will come out from Semper X. Op, M4s, and maybe Mythil. Oh! Mythil with the op this time around. Is it because he has the spawn or is it because he wants to? Nope. Just pass it back to Hunter, who is their designated opper.
He went up for that very aggressive peek a couple of rounds back from Connector. Gets punished for it by Manan. And let's see if he's going to be taking up a much more passive position this time around. Impale, he's going to be the one aggressing up underpass here. Doesn't manage to spot anyone out just yet. Foxy playing aggressive in Connector. Looks like he did manage to take a couple of, if not at least one tick from that Molotov that came in. But Impale and Hunter puts that AWP to work, and immediately we see 3Ts take the fall. Gokul did manage to push up aggressively into ladder room there, manages to catch off Mythil F unawares, but 4v2 Hunter, he does get tagged all the way down to 10 points of health, but 2v4 looks like Semperex do manage to come back here on the back of some wonderful opping by Hunter.
And that push from Impale, getting the drop on Ritz, who had the AWP. Getting that drop on him was absolutely crucial. Manan left in a 1v3 situation, but it's doable. 2 players are fairly low, and Manan is on full HP. But the question is, the bomb is dropped all the way by T Ramp, and he is running a little bit low on the time. It's 40 seconds left. He might just have to commit to this A take, where there's 2 players lying in wait for him patiently. But the question is, will they have the patience to just hold?
There's 1 player in CT and 1 player playing off jungle. So Manan, he's not gonna have the time to clear out all the corners. He's just gonna have to wing it. But that being said, though, he has no problems dismissing off Hunter here, and he's gonna go ahead, stick the bomb plant in here. No commit coming in just yet. 2v1 retake. Foxy, 60 points of health, and yeah. He does manage to get Foxy there, but Impale with the trade frag, perfectly played by the CTs, and the defuse is going to come in. Semperex now 9-4.
It's a pretty solid CT half in my opinion thus far.
Very solid indeed. Moving into the last 2 rounds of this first half. Semperex are going to be in the driver's seat here in map 2. For all the viewers who are just about tuning in, Semperex already clinched out map 1 on Cobblestone, 16-7. And Mirage is their map pick, and they've looked very solid on this thus far.
Yeah. Like, they managed to get 13 rounds of Risky yesterday. So, I'm pretty sure they can see off Wolves on this map at least. Like, Risky is no pushover. by any stretch of the imagination. And a very force-ish buy coming out from Semper. They lost too many rifles in the previous round, which is why you see 2 FAMASs, 2 M4s and an AWP, and very, very limited utility out on the CTs right now. But it doesn't seem that either team actually used that much utility. Impale hiding, waiting for this push to come off the silent. Let's spot the Molotov out. Foxy cheekily playing by the smoke, and Impale needs to be careful. Staying away from the smoke, and he does get taken on. Both the A defenders falling like a house of cards, and there we go. DNM opening things up as well with the kill onto Foxy. Wow. Okay then, Hunter with the AWP. He's gonna have to save. He's gonna have to book it. No single player going down from Team Wolves there, and it looks like it might just finish a 9-6 half.
Yeah, it does look like it has the makings of a 9-6 half here. Wolves with a very nice execute onto the A bomb side there. Semperex had no answers whatsoever. Hunter does have that AWP here, and not going to be able to save it moving forward as Amaterasu denies the big green away from him. 9 and 5 now. Wolves, they're all poised to take the next round, as well as money for Semper-X is pretty much non-existent here. It's just gonna be pistols and armor. They're gonna have about 3 to 4 sets of utility in a couple of smokes, couple of flashes, and a nade out on Mythil F, but very, very limited here as Bale rattles away one shot with the deagle. Unfortunate that he could not connect in, and now with the smoke as well as the Molotov coming in, he's going to be flushed out of Sniper Nest Foxy. For the moment, a bit passive here on the B-bomb side, but Impale now does manage to land one kill there. Foxy gets one with the P250, but Monster is there to get the trade frag in. Still a man advantage for the CTs as the bomb makes its way towards the B-bomb side, tapping away Impale with the deagle. He had a couple of chances there, whiffs on the shots, and Monster as well as Gokul are going to have no problems whatsoever in taking up this B-bomb site, and still 2v2, still doable for Semper-X here. They do not have a kit on them, but just upgraded pistols. Wolves should be able to see this out. As I say that, Gokul is gonna take down Mythil F. Hunter. It's gonna only last a moment as Monster gives Wolves the last round of the first half here. 9 and 6 in favor of Semper-X.
Yeah, that looked like a 9-6 half at the moment they broke back the economy for Semper-X. But Semper-X again, yesterday they did show a lot of gusto and a lot of temperament while playing their T side against Risky Gaming. So take nothing away from them. This is still very much their game to throw.
Yeah, Mirage is their playground, and 9 and 6 Wolves have actually managed to recover well there towards the latter part of that first half. Moving into the city side, they still have a lot of work to do to take down Semper-X on Mirage and force a deciding map 3 on Train. This is the upper bracket semi-final match in the Cobx CSGO Championship. Winner of this moves into the upper bracket finals, where they will be facing off against Entity Esports, who managed to dismiss of Shooting Monkeys in their upper bracket semi-final match yesterday. A lot at stake for both these teams. Who's gonna come out on top? A pause has been called in, and there we go. The unpause comes in, and what are we looking like for the buys? Wolves, they're gonna have 4 sets of armor, kit out on Monster, pretty standard out there. While for the T's, Foxy is gonna be running utility, a smoke, a couple of flashes, while Hunter is gonna be running some utility himself with a smoke and a Molotov. So it does look like Semper-X are inclining towards heading to a bomb site here. Gokul tapping away here from CT. Doesn't manage to land a shot before he is blocked away by smoke, but Impale just moving aggressively there towards jungle, manages to decapitate a player of Wolves. They managed to get the second frag as well, leaving it down to Monster, Ritz, as well as DNM. DNM finally does manage to make his way out of CT, but as he comes out, he's gonna be left the last man alive for Wolves. And is he gonna get knifed up here? No. He does manage to drop Foxy, but Mithil is gonna pull out the USP and hand the Semper the pistol there, 10 and 6.
We did see Foxy try and go all Assassin's Creed on DNM's behind there, but unfortunately no shanky stabby for him this round. DNM does shut it down, no extra knife money. In the meantime, they do manage to pick up the pistol though, and it's 10 to 6, and that means most often than not that it's gonna be a 12-6 scoreline by the end of this. But we have seen Wolves being very potent on their anti-ecos and their force buys. So Semper need to be taking this round seriously and don't want to be throwing it away, using that utility that they have at their disposal perfectly almost, and they must if they want to take this game off and see it off without any much further glitches. DNM in the meantime, there's a huge gap in the smoke and he can easily spot people crossing over on the shot. And there we go, Mithil does get tagged up by DNM, does get finally taken down. Headshot on him because of that gaping hole in the smoke. DNM not done yet, but Starboy gonna just shut down his greed for frags with a face punch with the AK. Foxy in the meantime rattling off a few shots towards Manan, and he's very low. Does pick up the kill but gets immediately traded out in the meantime. Amaterasu picking up the kill onto Starboy. Does recover the UMP as well. Monster is gonna get very hairy if they don't take care right now. Bomb has made its way onto the B bomb set, but he's all alone. And the rotation is so far away. Hunter has it all to do. He has to hold off this entire rotation almost single-handedly. Does spot out the player by bench, and now it's just 1v2. Ritz with the AK-47. What can he do? He gets spotted out by B-Shot. Both players are in apartments right now. Will Ritz be expecting that is the question.
Yeah, Hunter is going to take up a much more passive position. He has control of the bomb at the moment. No reason to take that peek up against Ritz. Ritz drops all the way down to 50 points of health. Does manage to recover the AK, and he's given up on this retake. He's going to go in for the save. Semper, a very expensive round there. They managed to lose 3 rifles, but they do manage to pick up the round there, 11 and 6.
Yeah. Alright, so right now all Wolves have to work with is that saved AK-47 onto Ritz, and I don't know, the rest of the teams should be just okay, force buying, of course, why not? I mean, they're going to go with the same mindset that they did in Cobblestone, force it up until Kingdom Come, and I think they're just going to be carrying that same line of thought forward. Not sure it's going to work out though, because there's 3 players without any armor and the bomb is heading towards the A bomb site. DNM playing a very aggressive position with that CZ. It's an ideal position for that CZ as well, but it does get spotted out and instantly taken down by Hunter. But in the meantime, Amaterasu opens things up with a trade onto Starboy. And Amaterasu though very low, and Monster comes rushing in and impale to the wall, but Semper does reply with a trade onto Manan, and Amaterasu is left on the precipice of death with just 1 HP to work with. And Monster not looking in the pink of health either. Foxy is also left internally bleeding. It's a 3v3. Okay, scratch that. Make it a 2v3. Hunter finding the kill onto Amaterasu. Down goes Monster, leaving Ritz all alone with the AK-47 and the armor and a kit. And also a dream.
Perfectly played there by Semper. Monster got that run and gun into Palace, and they knew for a fact that there was one CT there lurking in Palace. They wait for it, drop Monster, and at that point pretty much had secured the round. Semper pick up the round, 12 and 6 now, just 4 rounds away from securing their slot in the upper bracket finals up against Entity Esports. It's gonna be a buy coming in from Wolves. A very shoddy one at that. It's going to be 3 rifles, 2 UMPs, kit out on only Ritz. Manan, aggressive position here up at underpass, but Starboy is going to punish him for going up way too far ahead there. And man advantage for Semper, and they're not going to be forcing anything here. They know for a fact now that the CTs have to aggress up somewhere in the map to neutralize the advantage, and Monster as well as Gokul have done exactly that. They're going in towards A slope. Amaterasu is going to be on the rotate here from B short all the way to Market. Ritz continues to hold up this sharp angle here. Looks like he's going to be watching 2 angles simultaneously. Not the best of situations as Impale. It's gonna be pop flashing into kitchen here just to check the corner, clear that out. And when the push comes to shove, 45 seconds in, it does look like they're lining up some B smokes here. Bomb is still all the way at T-spawn.
Yeah, it's a standard B execute coming out from Team Semperex, but they need to be careful. They need to Molotov off these close corners. And yeah, there goes down the wall of smokes. It's all... Oh, Ritz just playing from behind the smoke. Does get the kill on a Starboy, but Impale opening things up with the trade onto Amaterasu. And Ritz getting another second kill. He's just doing work here and finally gets taken down by Mythil, who has made his way over to bench. And the Molotovs come raining in. That's going to stop any rotations coming in from market for the time being, allowing for the bomb to go down. And yep, Monster is playing by window, does get decapitated instantly by Mythil, leaving DNM all alone. Dr. Sahib running around scurrying, trying to save his M4. Oh god, this has gone so south. It all started with that push from, that aggression from Mythil being instantly punished by Impale. Or Starboy was it? I think it was Starboy who's, or Impale, I don't remember. One of the two. And yeah.
That was pretty much... textbook late execute of the B bomb site there. They managed to get the trade frags as they enter into the bomb site, and that Molotov to market ensures that there is no rotations coming in time. And Gokul is just going to be saving this M4 as Semperex now 13 and 6. They seem to have gotten this T side by the grip of their hand.
They have this T side down to a science. They've worked out their executes. They've worked on them. They've polished it up, and it's clearly apparent that the work that they've put into this map is tremendous. Like I said, they got 13 rounds of risky yesterday. That in and of itself speaks volumes about the amount of effort they've put into Mirage, and that means that they are a force to be reckoned with on Mirage. Which is why it surprises me that D2D managed to dispatch off with Semperex on this map. And Mythil just playing by the edge of this smoke. But there is a player in Sniper Nest. He needs to be careful, and down goes Mun, and Foxy shooting him down. Amaterasu in the meantime does get double teamed. This is getting ugly, folks.
And even that game versus D2D, it actually went into overtime. It was 19 and 17, if I'm not mistaken.
That was the second game. The first game ended 16-13. There we go. Ritz does manage to land a dink onto Mythil, and he's left internally bleeding at 3 points of health. But now he's down to a 4v2 where DNM not looking in the best of health. He might want to do some field surgery on himself. Seeing as he's a doctor, he should be proficient in all arts of doctory? Medicine?
Medicine. Yeah, in fact, he himself is an ER doctor, so the best person to have on some emergency repair there. But 9 points of health, playing in off Palace, 4v2. Seems very unlikely here. In fact, yeah, it's the bombs on the B bomb side. What am I saying? It's
the saving.
Save. Yeah,
they're saving.
Yeah, just got a little too carried away there. But Semperex now 14 rounds, 2 more rounds away, and Wolves. What should Wolves be? I really don't see what exactly Wolves are doing wrong. Semperex just seem to be a couple of notches ahead of. Just pure gameplay here.
The thing is, the thing that's not working out for Wolf is that they've never had the economy to go for that double op setup. I think the kind of plays that Semperex is bringing to the table, a double op setup would be ideal to shut them down. They're almost always pincering either A or B, and if they did have a double op at their disposal, they could be shutting it down by putting one on ticket booth and one on B short. That way they have a perfect crossfire set between the two cannons, and at least one of which will always be viable. They'll have a perfect line of sight against anyone crossing B short towards connector or towards the B bomb site. So that's the thing, right? If you don't have the economy, like I said, the double op setup finally comes out, and DNM, someone whack him already, getting impaled through the smoke.
Yeah, they do manage to get the man advantage here. Now let's see if Wolves can convert this into a round when there is Mythilef playing in up Monster. That Molotov is actually gone sailing into under Palace there, so lucky for Monster, he's just going to rattle off a few shots and fall back. Meanwhile, Amaterasu does manage to get the pick onto Mythilef at high mid, but Hunter manages to drop Gokmeister. Starboy with the slam dunk, make that 2. Mana takes a fall as well. Amaterasu does manage to get Foxy here, is going to be smoked off for the moment. He does manage to drop Hunter as well. as that smoke blooms, leaving it all down to Starboy, 1v2. But yeah, as he just steps forth, Ritz with that P250 is going to assassinate him, and Wolves get the 7th round on the board.
But their money is going to be hurting right now.
Is this just a little too less, a little too late?
You never know. It's Counter-Strike. You can mount a comeback. Like, I've seen teams... If you see teams like VP, right, they had a game in the majors, I think, against Optic, where they were 13-2 down in Cobblestone, and they started on the T side, and they won that game 16-13. I'm not saying that Wolves are VP, but, you know, in the same skill bracket, anything's possible. See, and Amitarazu taking the kill down to Foxy, and DNM landing the kill onto Mythil, 2-man advantage. Now they should just be looking to fall back. No need to re-aggress.
Yeah, there is a rotation coming in from Impale, but he sees his comrades there just lying.
And here's the thing, like, once the double op does come out, it allows the CTs to be a lot more aggressive with the rifles, because they know that the ops are holding their backs, and Manan should really have hit that shot. Finally landing the headshot onto Starboy, but he's left pretty low. Might just get caught on the cross. Okay, somehow manages to make it across, and there we go. DNM peeks out and just ends Impale, leaving Hunter all alone in a 1v5 clutch situation. He has to ace clutch this if he wants to take this round for his team.
And he has a good part of 55 seconds to stay alive if he's looking at the save. And should be enough. In fact, Monster already spots out Hunter. They know about his whereabouts. And
I really don't think Wolves should be going for this hunt. There's really no need to. There's still 30 seconds left on the clock. All said and done, most likely Hunter will present himself on a silver platter for the CTs. And look at this. One player playing in that little cubby hole. Might just get knifed here, Hunter. DNM spots him out. And there we go. Shoots him in the back. Julius Caesar style. And Hunter left wondering, et tu, brute.
And how's the money looking for Semper X? Can I buy into this? I don't think that's going to be the case. Yeah, it's just going to be Tech 9s all around. Even a smoke out on Hunter. And oh yeah, a full force buy comes in.
No, it's still a half buy. I think the objective here is to get the smoke, like get a dry execute, a vanilla execute onto the A or B bomb site and try and get the bomb down. This should be ideally countered by aggression. If Wolves had a read on the CT economy, that's exactly what they do. I like the position that Hunter is playing. He's playing from the middle of sight, so the smokes ideally are going to land behind him or in front of him. And he's going to have a clear line of sight as the T's swarm onto the A bomb site. But he's falling back right now. He's still going to be ahead of the smokes though. So
yeah, but in this execute, they usually have a Molotov coming into that exact same position there. He's going to throw off a counter Molotov himself into the site and trying to back away from the smoke. Amitarasu does get dropped down, but Monster is there to trade the kill off. Mythil goes down. Manan is smoked off in jungle for the moment. Goes for that no scope. Having away with the USP. Starboy is going to punish him for that miss there. And man advantage as the bomb does go down. Monster is in CT here. Spotted out by Hunter. Tapping away with that Tech 9. Doesn't manage to land the kill just yet. Finally does manage to drop Hunter, but there's a flurry of kills coming in. Impale, Foxy as well as Ritz get the kill. And Ritz all alone here. 1v2 with the AWP. He taps at the bomb. No peek coming in just yet, but the Molotov is going to prevent him from getting the defuse just yet. Does he have the time here? No, he does not. Foxy is going to secure the round for Semper X, and they are going to get into match point 15-8.
Yeah, and that was a very good round. If you see the smokes, it wasn't a standard vanilla A execute. They literally, the smokes cut the site in two so that the players who were playing by triple box had no way other than just peeking out through the smoke, and they'd get picked off by this Tech 9s as they rushed in. And they planted for B shot because even Connector was smoked off, and they took very good post plans, ideal to let the cut off the rotations coming in from B shot as well as from market, and that's exactly what they did. DNM getting shot in the back as he rushed up Connector, and it's a very, very good A execute coming out from Semper X there, taking a page out of NIP's book. I like that.
Yeah. Mythil got the opening frag, allows Starboy to play up very aggressive into jungle, and once he does win that fight up against the AWP there, they had jungle control, man advantage post bomb plant, and it's gonna be a force buy coming in from Wolves. They're gonna have rifles to work with, 4 of them in fact. UMP on Ritz, but things not looking great whatsoever. No resemblance of utility. It's gonna be just 3 flashbangs and a couple of nades. No smokes. I think they've already used up any smokes that they've already bought up. So Semperex on the verge of making that upper bracket final entry versus Entity Esports, and that is going to be a big challenge for Semperex. They've pretty much been on cruise control the entirety of Cobx. This was the closest they got to a fight, and even that ended up being relatively easy here. But Entity Esports, they are titans of the Indian CSGO scene, and that beating them is going to be a tall order.
Yeah, I mean, I like how one player has really been a monster, but look at that monster just ending that A hit. And he's not done yet. Gets the third kill as well, and Impale is left all alone. Gets one kill. Will he find more is the question. And the answer is no. A resounding no at that. But yeah.
For the moment, Wolves, they're going to take one more round of Semperex here. 9 and 15. Still a long way to go. 6 to be precise before they can force overtime here in map 2. And Semperex, they're going to go in for a force buy here. They're going to have a couple of rifles, a Tech 9 and 2 Tech 9s rather, and a Deagle out on Impale. So
they might just go for the same A execute yet again. It looks like it's going to be that. But Amaterasu, this aggression up mid is getting a ton of information for his teammates. Foxy needs to be careful. Amaterasu fairly advanced over by mid. Might have heard him is that is the question. But Monster is playing a very different position. He's going to be able to see above the smokes as and when they come raining in. Mythil needs to be careful as well. There we go. The first smoke goes in. A flashbang to accompany. And does know where Monster's playing from. Amaterasu does get the pick onto Foxy, but going to not fall. There, DNM and Ammanan holding this A side strong. It's down to all. Comes down to Starboy, who's going to fall. It's 15 to 11. Or is it 15? It's 15 to 10. And now, Wolves have the momentum, and Semperex will have to go in for that eco because they did not get the bomb down in that round.
yeah, they didn't get the bomb plant, and they forced into the round as well. So Semperex, probably a full eco coming in, and as I say that, there's gonna be a mix by Mythil F as well as Foxy with the armor. They have one smoke and a flashbang here to try and make this B play work. And yeah, as I say that, it's actually looks like it's gonna be a play onto the A-bomb side. There are players rushing up underpass here. 2 of them, in fact. 2 players aggressing up mid. And the boost into the snipe nest catches Manan off guard there. Mythil F puts that P250 to work, but that AK recovered is not going to be on the field for too long as DNM gets 2 quick frags. Monster chips in as well onto Starboy. Ritz joins into the party, leaving Impale, the last man alive, who's going to be dealt up with. And 11th round on the board for Wolves.
I have to say, watching DNM on that M4 is just a joy, is a sight for sore eyes. The first time I saw DNM play was at LXG at the ILG LAN, and he was just so good. He was a stand-in for TMG at that time. He just played so freaking well. I loved watching him play.
Yeah. And DNM, he is a player of a completely different caliber on LAN. Just the sheer decibel levels in the arena when you have Gokul on LAN is very, very intimidating to play up against as a player.
Yeah, I heard. I got scared. I think I pooped my pants a little bit when he started shouting. I can just imagine what the other players were going through. And a fairly limited buy coming in, and Impale taking a ton of damage, but does find the kill onto Ritz, but Impale is left internally bleeding in that altercation. 4v5, but it's a matter of second. I want to see how long this man advantage is retained. The B side should be the one they hit, but the bomb is slowly inching its way towards the A bomb side. There's just the solo defender, at least there was for a while, who was Amaterasu. Monster in the meantime is taking damage from somewhere. There we go. Impale still lurking over by B apps. Finally is going to beat a retreat.
Yeah, no point in taking up that fight there up against Amaterasu, as he was only about 7 points of health remaining. Manan.
So
I'll be looking at underpass here.
and those of you in chat who wondering who DNM is, he's playing under the alias of Gokmeister. And Impale getting a second kill on 7 HP. Impale just going ham. There's a 2-man advantage now. Make that 3. DNM to go down to Foxy. And I think that is all she wrote. It is going to be a 16-11 game because now it's Monster and Amaterasu in a 2v5 clutch. And there we go. Finds one. And I think that should be all she wrote for Wolves.
Amaterasu, the last man alive, does manage to get impaled down, but still, it's a 1v3. It's a Herculean task here. He gets one more down to Starboy and Hunter here up against. And he gets one more. He spots out the last player, drops the smoke. Does he have a kit on? Yes, he does. But he's going to get the peek and the clutch coming in from Amaterasu. 1v4 there, clutches it out. The diffuse is going to come in. And that shriek from Archie explains it all.
Wow. Alrighty then. Amaterasu not taking any prisoners. He's just kicking ass and taking names there. And he's sitting on $11,000 to boot. Wow. What a clutch from Amaterasu.
Yeah, we pretty much thought the writing was on the wall there. And Semperex,
They just had other ideas.
yeah, one foot in the upper bracket finals there, and now it's a step back in the wrong direction as Wolves take the 12th round on the board. And Semperex, they're going to be able to afford up 5 rifles, but very limited utility. Gokmeister, who's been a pillar on that A bomb site, no surprises, is going to be taking up a similar position this time around. Amaterasu playing up at B short. There's an aggressive position coming in from Impale. He did manage to get a very early frag in the round last time, but here unfortunate. But Hunter spots out Manan there in Sniper Nest, and again man advantage goes the way of the T's here. Immediately there's a Molotov coming in towards the connector, ensuring that there is no quick play coming in from the T's towards the A bomb site, but they have their eyes on the prize here. 2 players coming in towards B here. Ritz in a very nice boost position. Unfortunate that he couldn't manage to land that spray down. 3 players. The bomb is slowly making its way towards the A bomb site. So
And
40 seconds remaining on the clock.
And unfortunately for Semperex, Wolves doesn't seem to have taken the bait. And there we go. Down goes Impale. Amaterasu does get the kill onto, I think, yeah, Hunter does get the kill onto Amaterasu, but now it's down to a 3v2. 3v2 and Gokmeister from the sandwich position does manage to do sufficient damage. And there we go. 15-13 on the board. Is this a choke coming out from Semperex is the question. Their money's wrecked. They'll have to eco this, or at least they'll armor pistol this because they'll be buying into the next round. They'll be on full blue shell effect from the next round onwards. But wow, what a comeback from Team Wolves.
Ay, Semperex.
And this is why I say DNM is love, DNM is life.
Yeah, perfectly played there from Sandwich. I mean, you're playing A side pretty much all alone. Would you expect a CD to be playing up at Sandwich? And he just sees players just sailing above him. And as I say that, Gokmeister is the first one to get taken down there, Mithil F. But Amaterasu, 2 quick kills there. Manan chips in as well with 2 himself, leaving Hunter the last man alive as Wolves get onto 14 rounds on the board. 1 more round away from forcing overtime here in map 2 of this best of 3.
Yeah, and I've changed the final score on the final collateral like 5 times now.
Yeah, I mean, if Amaterasu was, I mean, he just had a field day here on Mirage, managing to land that wonderful clutch. And Wolves, they've seen a much stronger unit after that round, and very few mistakes done mainly.
Yeah.
They've managed to get the trades, man advantages, and this time around it's gonna be the op onto Hunter. Amaterasu aggressive up here in B short. Not gonna spot anyone out just yet here. There is a smoke.
And he does take a ton of nade damage. He's down to half HP. That nade is landing plump on his face.
get flashed up wide for the moment, which is gonna allow Mythil F to go up and take a much more aggressive stance. And looks like they do want to go in, and Amaterasu here playing up at B shot has been a pillar. He's got multiple frags in the last 2 or 3 rounds from this exact same position, which is why it's forced out a lot of utility his way. A smoke as well as a Molotov to flush him out. And as I say that, Starboy gets taken down by Monster playing off CT.
But yeah, Hunter does get the kill onto DNM. That brings it down to 44. Foxy making a little bit of noise over the B side, and Impale getting taken down by Manan as he makes his way out of Palace. Man advantage back again with the CTs, and they're going to boost. Oh, this is a clever little boost for the bomb plant position. Oh, they need to be careful. They're making a ton of noise. In the meantime, Amaterasu takes down Mythil. It looks like we're going into overtime, folks.
Yeah, it looks like Wolves have done pretty much the impossible. We said it was a Herculean task, and they have pulled it off here as Hunter, the last man alive, 1v4. Manan is going to force OT here in map 2 of this upper bracket semi-finals of the Cobx CSGO Championship. Semper X versus Wolves on Mirage.
My god, who would have seen that coming? Like Semper X, I think they gave away 5 or 6 match points to move up into the upper bracket finals against Entity Esports. Sheesh.
And now momentum is all in favor of Wolves. Semper X, they just have to completely reset, forget about how close they were to that victory, and start pretty much from scratch.
It's essentially starting the game all over again.
Yeah, and it's gonna be Amaterasu opening things up onto Impale, but Starboy does manage to get the trade frag 4v4, and there we go. It's in fact Amaterasu who's the top fragger for Wolves. Hunter, in fact, it's Mythil F on 24 frags, the highest frags for Semper X, and quite expected there. Yeah. He has been a pillar for Semper X in the last month in competitive CS, and Monster just trying to spot out any player here. Oh, I think it's the observer bug.
Oh yeah, observer needs to press tab. Tab. Yeah, there we go, observer. Thank you, observer. And yeah, now all the 4 players have bunched up, and they're going to be making a beeline for this B bomb site, and that's the correct call. There's just one defender at the B bomb site, and he has it. It'll all come down to Ritz. Does he spot anyone? He'll call for the rotate immediately the moment he sees the nades come out. And frankly, Wolves need to be careful. If they lose 2 rounds on the trot here in overtime, they're going to have a world of hurt coming their way in terms of the economy. There we go. Ritz does manage to find 1 kill, but gets immediately taken down by Hunter in return. Here comes Manan with the AWP.
AWP out, playing in off window for the moment as bomb does get planted. Manan, he's gonna be getting burnt up real soon here. Drops down to 68 points of health. Has to take up the op aggressively here. Not the ideal position to be playing that gun. Goes for that no scope, but Hunter does get the frag, leaving it all down to Monster in a 1v3. And as the time ticks down here, he does have a kit available, but it's gonna be to no avail as Semper X seems like they did manage to reset themselves moving into OT here. They take that the first round on the T side pretty convincingly.
Yeah, and you know what amuses me is people whose tactical depth of Counter-Strike goes as far as Sukabliat Rash be my friend. Like people like Ankit Dehedia in chat have the audacity to call us noobs. I just find it very, very amusing. So yeah.
But I must say though, it came down to, in fact, slow play coming in from Starboy. Starboy did manage to punish 2 CTs who played up very aggressive, gives that 2-player advantage, and unfortunate for Ritz that he couldn't take down more than 1 player there on the B-bomb site before the T swarmed in. Ritz, again, aggressive play up at B apartments, does get tagged all the way down to 48 points of health, and it's gonna take up a much more passive position, but look at this position from Amaterasu.
Yeah, this is a very good crossfire for mid. The player in Sniper Nets watches high mid while the player covers underpass. It's a very good crossfire, but it can be undone with just 1 smoke and 1 flashbang.
Right.
Yeah, so that needs to be very careful there, because if Semperex do decide to use, you know, utility while coming into top mid, they're gonna completely demolish that crossfire being set up in high mid right now.
And then Molotov, a couple of ticks on to Impale, and he is forced to run over it yet again. Drops down to 66 points of health, but still all 10 players rather, in the round.
Yeah. Playing very patiently. Foxy does fall prey to that crossfire setup, and there we go. Manan drops down for Sniper Nest and takes down Foxy. In the meantime, Manan finds a kill onto Mithil. Down to a 3v5 all of a sudden. In the blink of an eye, the scales of the round tips in favor of the CTs. Ritz, again, the sole defender over by the B-bomb side. Finally, help is making its way from underpass over to apartments.
Yeah, there is Ritz all alone here.
In the meantime, Impale does find the kill onto Rix, and there we go. That's all she wrote for Semperex this round. Bomb will get defused. 16-16 for Wolves in the second round of overtime.
Yeah, so Wolves level it up here, 16-16. As we move into the last round of the first half here, there's going to be an AWP out on Impale for Semperex. AWP back out on Ritz. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see if they want to go. Okay, they do not have money, in fact, to go in for a double op setup. It's going to be just 4 rifles and an AWP on Wolves. And yeah, there we go. We have X-Ray back. And Manan playing enough Sniper Nest yet again. Gokmeister aggressive towards Sandwich there, up in A. Starboy goes fishing in towards underpass, but it's not going to find any player out there just yet. Ritz is just going to smoke off the aparts and fall back towards Van. He does have that AWP here on the B-bomb site. The T's just playing it passive here as for the first minute or so. They're just going to look for any aggressive CTs, and that's exactly what Amaterasu is up to here. Has pushed all the way up to high mid, but if he does overstep it just a little more, he might get taken down here. And there are Molotovs and smokes coming in towards the B-bomb site. Ritz is going to take up an aggressive position, but Hunter and Impale both get the jump on Amaterasu and Gokmeister, but there is Manan in sight. Ritz lands the shot onto Starboy as well, and that has forced a rotate from the T's there. The bomb is coming towards the a bomb site. Impale in CT here does manage to get the jump out onto Manan, but Monster is not gonna allow that bomb to cross over. It's been spotted out. They know exactly where Impale is playing from as well, and Ritz just moves himself towards B shot and ends the round. Wolves 17-16. There seems to be a stark change in Wolves' gameplay.
Yeah, it seems like the stars have changed for Wolves, but now they're moving into the T side, Semperex on the CT side, the favorite side. And Semperex definitely were a force to be reckoned with when they played CT side in regulation time. So it all comes down to whether Wolves have a read on this Semperex setup. I mean, I wouldn't have ever expected this game to go into overtime. It seems Wolves have done their homework on Mirage as well, and they're giving us a game worthy of the semi-finals.
Yeah, and most of it came down to some flashes of individual skill from Wolves to force that OT, and now that we're here, they're working as a unit and seem like a completely different squad compared to what we saw at the beginning of this map too. And looks like we're gonna have a pause here to start things off in the first round of the second half of OT. Hunter sitting on 25 frags, but Amaterasu has been fragging away like a boss. 30 kills on the map is a commendable effort.
Yeah, Amaterasu and DNM and Monster as well. Everyone having pitched in their fair share in this game so far. Over by the CT side, the Semperex, Foxy has been a little bit quiet, so has Ritz. I think, is it a double op setup? And also I think the tab bug is back again, Observer. And yeah. Tap bug gets fixed. And timeout has been called. I think it is... it's a Semper X timeout most likely. They did come out worse for the wear. They just need to get their heads back in the game and just see off this game. It is their map pick. There's no need to panic and lose it. Still a lot of Counter-Strike left to be played in this. There's 3 rounds coming up right now.
Yeah, Hunter with the AWP. It's just going to be 5 rifles out for Wolves. Surprising that they do not decide to go on an AWP on Ritz. But looks like they're already planning in case it does come down to that last round. They want to be able to effort up those rifles. And for the moment, he's gonna get double peeked up there. He does manage to drop middle left, but Foxy's there to get the trade frag and fall all the way back. But it's gonna be a quick play onto the A bomb site as Impale is just gonna shut it down in his tracks. Manan as well as Monster does get 2 quick frags. Hunter does get spotted out there up at CT, but there. In fact, there is one player, Starboy is it, who's playing up way too aggressive there. Okay, it's Starboy in fact who's at CT and Hunter at a very aggressive position, but that Molotov is going to flush. Okay, he kind of whiffed on the Molotov there. He knows where the position Hunter is playing from, but that nade is going to close things off, and Manan gets the jump on Starboy. Perfectly played that. That Molotov pretty much would have given them the round regardless, but the nade there for good measure closes it out. Wolves now 1 round away from forcing a deciding map 3 on train.
This, I never thought it would come down to a 3-map Herculean epic.
And the thing is, I haven't seen neither of these teams play on train for quite some time now. So I'm not really sure who holds the upper hand there, or whether train is one of the preferred maps for either of these teams. If that is not going to be a case, we might see a lot of aim duels go down there.
Yeah.
And 5 rifles out on Semper X, but Impale, that aggressive position there up at A stairs. Hunter again. They didn't. The Stees pretty much didn't expect 2 players to aggress up A main there, and 2 players to the good. Semper X makes that 3 as Ritz takes a fall. Amaterasu coming in from B shot is instantly gonna take him down. Starboy takes a fall as well, but Manan gets caught out jumping around. Amaterasu does get Foxy as well, and he's the last man alive here, up 1v2, but that's gonna be the end of his frag fury there, as the defuse is gonna come in for Semper X. 17 and 18 now. Last round of the first half. Last round of the first OT coming up.
I mean, who would have thought it, frankly speaking? Are we in for yet another OT8 game in Cobx?
40-38. I saw it once. I'm very, very happy. But yeah, we're still a very, very long way from getting to that point. It's going to be again 5 rifles out for all 10 players on the server. No utility on Foxy. Hunter with only an incendiary, while the T's have pretty much everything that they need for. It's gonna be 4 players up, just holding up T-spawn at the moment, while the bomb is slowly making its way towards B apps.
They want to try and fake this A execute and then maybe get off a cheeky plant over by the B bomb site. But there's still 1 player left by the B bomb site. He's going to hold his position until the call for rotates comes in. And Foxy and Impale and Hunter just go down too quickly. And there we go.
Yeah, that's game, set, and match. Unless Starboy can pull off an Amaterasu himself here. It is 1v4. It has to be the ace clutch here for Starboy. He does manage to get Manan down as well. And does he know that there is Amaterasu in an aggressive position? The position of Ritz is going to be careful. Yeah.
There we go.
As I said,
second map goes to Semper X, Team Wolf. And we'll be back with the third map in just a little while. Do stick around, folks. Don't go anywhere. No one would have thought that this map is going to go into overtime and then being clutched out by Wolves. Both team losing their own map picks. Cobblestone going to Semper X 16-7, and Mirage, a Herculean affair, 17-19 going to Team Wolf. The scores are tied at 1-1.
Yeah, this is why you love Counter-Strike, right?
Yeah.
All the predictions straight down the gutter, and into train we go.
Yeah, and it's all going to come down to this final map that is going to be Train, which will be up with you guys very, very shortly. So don't go anywhere, folks. Stick around. Alrighty, folks, we just finished with the knife round, and we're going in to the third match of this epic semi-finals between Semper and Team Wolves. Any predictions, or is it all out of the bag right now? Everything.
The entire research book is out of the window at the moment. I haven't seen neither of these teams play on train, so just coming down to how close that map 2 went, and how in the manner in which that Wolves managed to win it. I must say, though, momentum is truly gonna be in their favor, and unless Semper X are a class apart in train, I'm gonna pick Wolves.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, going by momentum, it should be Wolves, and they have won the knife round and are starting on the favored side, that is the CT side, on train. It all comes down to how much Semper have drilled this map and how good they are on it. I mean, considering the fact that they let it through, the pick bans means that both of them are decent to some extent, but it'll just come down to who has the better executes on the T side and how coordinated they are on the CT side. That's all it'll come down to at the end of the day.
Yeah, it does require some really good executes to be able to win rounds on the T side, else the CTs just end up walking away with multiple rounds. And as we say that, we're live with this map 3 of this best of 3 upper bracket semi-final match here. Wolves and Semper all tied up at 1-1. We go into train. Starting on the CT side, Wolves, they're going to be buying up 4 sets of armor, a kit out on Monster. Pretty much standard that they've done throughout this entire Bo3 series, while Semper are going to be running utility on 2 players, Hunter as well as Foxy, bringing up smokes, flashes, and a Molotov.
Yeah, so 2 smokes, so it looks like it might just be an inner hit. There are 2 players over by the inner bomb side, one playing oil train, one playing, well, connector close. And the smokes are going to go down to block off. They should smoke off close Monster and connector. Okay, so they're going to smoke off Sandwich, and Monster's going to have a field day as they walk out onto the B-bomb side. He does get blinded, repositioning himself, tapping away, but will get taken down by Impale. But do they expect the second player? Yup, Amaterasu and Gokumeister, that is DNM, go down almost instantly. There we go, Rix tapping away into nothingness. I don't know what he was shooting at, leaving Manan all alone on the flank, and he does get spotted out. And there we go, Manan, with it all to do, does tag down Hunter to 1 HP, and he's wisely going to fall back. He knows Foxy's playing by box, they're over by upper halls. And yeah, he's just going to play the weight game, and there Foxy pops out and shoots Manan in the face. That's Semper winning again yet another pistol round. They've won all 5 pistol rounds that have been played so far.
What do you make of Wolves playing B side way too passive there? If they had that one player checking out lower, they might have been able to spot out early in the round that the stack towards the B bomb site. Might have even had multiple rotations coming in, forcing Semper to think of plan B or plan C, but instead playing it passive, they allowed the T's onto the site, and the round was pretty much done right there.
I mean, somebody stop this man. His Deagle is singing true right now. With the kill onto Mithil, his old partner in crime. Down to a 4v5, but down goes DNM. Impale getting the kill onto him with the AK-47. And Foxy's made his way to Pop Dog. He needs to be careful. Manan's playing a very passive hold by Dead End right now. And there are 2 players on the inner bomb site right now. Manan's going to peek out, make his way over to Old Hell's going to spot teammate. Ritz, in the meantime, has pushed up all the way Ivy and is getting a ton of information for his team right now. So, and the smokes come raining into the A-bomb side, but teammate is still left gaping. Oh, Manan rattles off a shot, gives away his position, fires off a shot in the smoke. They know he's playing from dead end. Monster, in the meantime, gonna bombard up Monster and bombard up Ramp and get tagged down. Down goes Manan, down goes Ritz, down goes Amaterasu, and it's all down to Monster with 25 points of health. And yeah,
the aggressive play with the pistols not working in Wolves' favor there, as Semper they're going to be able to keep 4 rifles alive. Monster, last man alive, only 15, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's 15 points of health.
Yeah, and The armor HP bug has been fixed. Thank you for pointing that out, chat. And it's Monster going to be saving in office. And that is all she wrote for this force buy from Wolves. First time the force buy not really working out in Wolves' favor.
Yeah, and looks like he's going to be saving this armor moving forward. Not to be the case. He was in the radius there of the explosion. Unfortunate.
See, and this is a sign of a team that hasn't played train that often.
Yeah.
Is that you don't know where you should be positioned to avoid the blast radius. I'm a bit worried about this coming out from Wolves. If you don't know the basic positions as to where to save, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, and it's going to be the full eco here. Only about $2,000 across the board for the CTs here. And yeah, it's going to be only 5 USPs. Absolutely dirt squat here for the CTs. And Starboy is just going to lead the charge here as the T's just come swarming in onto the A-bomb side. They need to be careful here. There is Ritz, who's boosted up onto train. Yeah, and Amaterasu does put that USP to work. Gets the headshot onto Starboy. Ritz takes a fall. Hunter gets the kill on Gokmeister. Amaterasu coming in towards Olaf there. Does manage to get some damage done, but
Again, Manon's left all alone, and there were a couple of T's there with very low HP, but that aim punch and that USP not doing him any favors. 3 rounds on the board for Semper, and now finally Wolves can come out with that buy. But they're going to be lacking utility, and that's the one thing about Train that's extremely crucial. Train, just like Cobblestone, a map where utility is of paramount importance on the CT side. You want those Molotovs at your disposal once the execute finally comes out to burn out the T's as they make their way onto the bomb site. Or just Molotov off the bomb plant, bomb trains, so that they can't get the plants down easily and take a lot of attrition damage on their way to the site as well.
we have to see though. Manan has invested into that Max 7. I was going to say it's going to be a choice between playing Pop Dog as well as aggressive B-Halls. Looks like it is going to be Pop Dog where the Max 7 heads. They have 4 rifles out on the remainder of the CTs here. Very limited utility. And 5 sets of AKs out on Semper, who are still just holding outside A here at the moment. Looks like they are lining up and execute onto the A-bomb site. Manan is gonna smoke himself completely into Pop Dog, where Starboy coming in with that AK is in 2 minds at the moment, but not the ideal room to be taking up and engage against a Max 7.
Yeah, and Starboy decides against it because he knows that his team has no information regarding where Manan is playing from, and there's always a good possibility on this buy that there's a cheeky shotgun waiting for you at the bottom of the ladder in Pop Dog. There we go, Ritz picking up 2 quick kills onto Hunter and Miffle. Foxy finally making his way to Olaf, but oh, it's too little too late. And there we go, Manan picking up the kill onto Starboy and recovering the AK as well. And it's all 5 people remaining alive. This is a dream round coming out from Wolves. They needed this for their economy as well as, you know, morale. More importantly so, their morale.
Yeah, and they managed to keep all 5 guns up at it as well. So that's just the icing on the cake. We do see Ritz does get spotted out there, but they know now where Impale is playing from, and that pretty much means he's gonna have to head the other way if he realistically is gonna have a chance of saving this gun. Yeah, he's gonna make it all the way back to T-spawn. He's gonna have that AK moving into round 5. Wolves get on the scorecard 1 and 3.
Yeah, but very honestly, they have the money to buy into this round as well. And I think the main objective of Semper going into this round is to break the Wolves' economy. The problem is that they managed to keep everybody alive. So they have some bank built up. So they might just go in for that force buy if they do lose this round. Because Semper economy, it's nothing to write home about as well. So it's all coming down to this economy game right now. It's just hanging in the balance right now. It's a very delicate game of between bankruptcy and being absolutely flush for the next round.
And Monster, he's gonna spot out one player coming in immediately. The Molotov goes out towards lower there, and Impale as well as Hunter, they're gonna take up positions up here at B halls. 3 players. Impale might be coming up towards upper at the moment. Monster, he's gonna be exposed at the moment if Impale does come out eventually. Five T's coming in. It's gonna be a full-on B execute by the looks of things. There's a flash available on Impale as well. I do expect him to just pop flash and head out. There we go. The pop flash comes in, but immediately there's a counter smoke from these CTs, which is going to hold Impale in his place. In fact, Foxy gets spotted out at upper by Amaterasu.
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't really execute onto the B bomb site because there's 4 players waiting for them. They've all taken favorable position. In the meantime, Impale does find Amaterasu and Mythil finding Monster. Ritz in the meantime does reply with the kill onto Mythil, but Ritz getting shot from 2 directions and still managing to find the kill onto Foxy. Down to 2v2, does spot out Manan, but Manan too good for Impale. The bomb will go down, but Hunter's now getting pincered. His position has been triangulated and he's gonna get shot in the back in 3. Dead. Down goes Hunter. And there goes the round as well. The bomb plant does come out. It's going to help their economy going into the next round. So they might just force into this as well.
But they pretty much had no flank. They had no fakes. They had just 5 people in the B halls. And they held that position for such a long time that the T's knew exactly where the attack was coming from. They had all the CTs required in position. The trade frags came in. And Wolves get their second round on the board. Semperex, they only have themselves to blame.
Yeah, I mean, at that position and that point of time, it would have been ideal if you just faked the B bomb site and gone A through Pop Dog. There was just one defender, but then there was no way for them to know. We can see the whole picture, right? For them, the information is fairly limited. They can only gauge what they can from utility usage, from gunfire, and all, and footsteps, and all the sound cues. And usually you don't expect the rotate to come in full force until at least the bomb has been spotted. So they took a gamble and it didn't pay off. Anyway, they still go into this round with a decent enough buy. They have the utility on the T side. 2 UMPs though. But they're pretty viable over by Ivy, and they can, if they get a couple of kills, recover rifles from the fallen, dead, rotting corpses of the CTs.
Yeah, there was no presence from Semperex towards Ivy in the first 5 rounds. They finally do have a couple of players there. It's gonna keep Ritz on his tiptoes. Manan up at heaven. Middle F does spot the player out at Ivy. Is immediately gonna force out the Molotov monster. He's gonna get tagged down to 59 points of health, but he knows for a fact there's at least one player there. Ritz is gonna get the better of Middle F at Ivy. And that's a man advantage to the CTs. That being said, yeah, make that 2, but Ritz is on just 1 point of health. But Bale coming in from the back, completely undetected, gets 2 kills there. Manan and Ritz take a fall, and that is the man advantage leveled up. Impale gets the jump on Buckmeister as well, but there's Amaterasu who's coming with the flank towards Ivy here. Does manage to get the kill on Impale, but he takes a lot of damage himself and sees his ally in Monster getting taken down. And Foxy with the 2k there towards the end of that round. Semperex do manage to get their 4th round on the board, and money is all over the place for Wolves here. They can go in for a force buy if they want to. They might be able to invest into 3 UMPs, but not the right decision if you ask me here. Just going for the eco and some upgraded pistols if required, and looks like that's going to be the case here. Just upgraded pistols, nothing more to show for the CT sides. And Semperex,
I mean, if they can manage this and get about... Oh, what a shot coming in from Hunter. Monster just bites the dust instantly, peeks out, and his head's rolling on the floor in the next instance. Hunter's not stopping. He's going to make his way up towards Connector. Does spot out one player, takes him down. But in the meantime, Manan with the deagle, making it sing his songs of justice and righteousness. In the meantime, DNM takes down 2 players. And all of a sudden, it's all come crashing down. Starboy left all alone on Connector. That fake towards the outer bomb site just falling flat on its back. It's a 2v1 all of a sudden, but they don't have armor, and Starboy does have for the full HP to work with, but Ritz is easy. Does spot him out. Doesn't manage to do any damage though, but now they know exactly where Starboy is playing from, and they can actually pincer him. But Starboy is playing it smart. Should just... Oh, spots one out, decapitates Ritz there. It's all down to a 1v1. DNM versus Starboy. The old versus the new. Who will come out on top is the question, and right now...
more importantly, it's armor versus no armor, as, yeah, He does get tagged down, but yeah, Gawkmeister, aka DNM, catches Starboy, looking the other way, and Wolves, they pull a rabbit out of the hat there. Third round on the board for the CTs. No reason whatsoever to be peeking into Manan. You know exactly where Manan's playing from. He already got that 1D.
I mean, they should have just double peaked him at this point.
Yeah.
Now they've broken back their economies in the shambles as well, or as Blair would say, in the shitter. But yeah, there's no reason to lose that against unarmored opponents with just pistols. I mean, come on, Semper X.
They got the opening pick into the B-bomb site as well. Just played it way too aggressive there. And now Monster is gonna come raining down on Semper X here. Gets 3 kills, leaving Starboy, the last man alive here. Does have only a deagle to work with. And Wolves are all poised to level it up with Semper X 4-4.
Yeah, I mean, see, this is how you play an anti-eco. Peek together, get the trades, get the kills. No need to even trade, like, get the kills. You have armor, you have the rifles, you have the weapons. But, whatever. Round's over, as far as I can see. That fast play not really paying any dividends whatsoever. And now Starboy is just going to try and sneak into the ADM site and does get instantly shut down by Ritz's big green gun.
And Semper X 4-4, they still are on a very good... on their way rather to a very good T half. They need to get probably a couple more rounds in here and they should be Gucci as they move on to the CT side. Ritz is gonna be continuing to wield that AWP for rifles out for Wolves, and looks like it's gonna be double eco territory for Semper X as they're gonna be investing into a lot of utility. Armor out on 3 players and just upgraded pistols. Starboy coming in through Pop Dog and he just gets shot halfway down the ladder.
Yeah, Manan just gave him an on-field circumcision right there. And ending Starboy's reign of terror. Now he's down to a 3v5. Oh, and Manan still not done yet. Impale manages to get the kill onto Amaterasu, but Manan on the ace. Will he be hunting for it? He's left internally bleeding. He has already 23 points of health. One shot from the deagle will be enough to end him, but there we go. Ritz ends Impale and also takes off Manan's ace. If I were Manan, I'd be pissed. I'd be shooting Ritz in the back right now.
But it's a professional game of
It's not
Counter-Strike,
matchmaking, yeah.
and there is a spot in the upper bracket finals on the line as well. You just take whatever comes your way there, and Wolves, they take the lead for the first time in this match, 5-4. Still a long way to go though. What would you say is an even Steven half on train?
So an even Steven half on train would be a 9-6 half. For the T's to get 6 rounds on a map like train is a very commendable feat. Oh, Terasu caught catch playing Mario there, but there's DNM to get the trade, and Ritz gets the kill onto Starboy. And falling back rightly so, man advantage restored, and he's not done yet. I think he can get the kill. Yes, he gets the kill onto Mithil as well. Now, they're 2 men to the good. There's no need to go aggressive. Just fall back, play passive, let them come to you and pick them off as they make their way slowly onto the bomb site.
Yeah, they do have some utility available here. There's a couple of flashbangs, a smoke and a Molotov. And looks like they are gonna be heading into the B-bomb site, or even for the moment just attempting to get there, as Ritz with that AWP is in perfect position. He does not spot out Foxy coming from upper. That's the AWP down. Still a man advantage for the CT's. Bomb is going to go down here, but Hunter gets picked off, and that is pretty much going to bring the round to a close, as Monster is going to have no problems dealing with Foxy. Diffuser is going to come in. The T's made the most of what they could there. They managed to get that bomb plant down in the B bomb site. 6-4. Wolves, they're slowly starting to build momentum here.
Yeah, but the thing is, what really pissed me off about them was the utility uses there. That Molotov by Dead End on the inner bomb site was completely useless. I'd have rather they Molotoved off Connector, so that they could have stopped the early rotation from coming in. That would have been a much better usage of utility, but unfortunately, that's not what they did. Instead, they Molotoved off a completely useless and asinine position, and at the end of the day, that's what, you know, caused them the round, because had they Molotoved off connected, the two players rotating in would have either taken damage or would have had to stop in their tracks, leaving it to a 1v2 for a good 6 seconds. They could have isolated the player playing in the inner bomb site and gotten the kill. Unfortunately, that's not what they did, and they paid the price for it, and now they're on a very broken buy. 5 AKs, yes, but little to no utility. They have 3 flashbangs and 1 Molotov which they've used. And Monster does get caught out and is taking a lot of spam damage. Needs to be careful.
Yeah, he's just gonna Mario himself away from there as Amaterasu is gonna take up that aggressive peek towards B halls, gets the pick. Flick comes in from Ritz, is gonna miss out, is gonna buy enough time for Mythil F, and Ritz plays it dangerously close there, does manage to get Mythil F, but traded away by Foxy. Man advantage to the T's. Monster is gonna be playing up at Connector, but gets caught with his nade in the hand, and it's all down to Amaterasu here. 1v3, he's gonna expect Hunter. He pre-fires regardless, but it's not going to connect in. Semperex pull one round out, and it is going to be 5 and 6.
But
a pretty decent play onto the A-bomb side.
Yeah,
there.
it was because the trades went in their favor, and Ritz just completely whiffed that. There's no reason to scope out when you know there's someone coming into old hell. And he scoped out, did manage to get the kill, but then he was caught in no man's land and got instantly traded.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that was probably the best thing that Semperex could have done with the amount of utility that they did have. Yeah. And for the moment now, though, he's just gonna spread out again towards Behol's Monster. He's played that exact same position every single round since round 3, and he's gonna know that there are multiple T's there. Falls back to his default position. No aggression coming in from Amaterasu this time around.
Nox is playing a good off angle right now. He might catch a few T's off guard, and yes, does find the kill onto Starboy, who was caught bunny hopping into no man's land. And all the rotations come in as well. Why are there such vanilla executes, and that nade's gonna take a chunk of health from. Yep, there we go. Monster finds the kill onto Hunter, and Gokmeister getting the kill onto Impale as well, leaving it all down to Mythil in a 1v4 clutch situation, and it's not good for him. Oh, does land the kill onto Manan as well. Smokes it off, and
3, 2, 1, dead. And yeah, I mean, that execute right there from Semperex leaves so much to be desired. They just walk out, jump all the way down from upper into the bomb site. That's that's not gonna end well.
And it didn't.
Yeah, and Wolves 7 and 5 now have managed to break the economy of Semperex yet again. It's gonna be upgraded pistols, a few flashbangs, but don't see them being realistically able to get much done with this. It's guys gonna be a rush into the A-bomb side. Gokmeister gets the opening pick. Ritz puts that AWP to use. With the left, tapping away with that P250. He's gonna be dealt up with as well. Hunter. There's gonna be a moment here before he gets taken down as well. Amaterasu with the 2K there to round up the
round.
Yeah, I was looking for a better word there. I walked myself into that pit right there, dug the grave, dove into it, and Wolves 8 and 5 now. Buy immediately comes in from Semperex, but again, very limited utility. Even just a oomp out on Foxy.
This is looking really bad for Semperex right now, but it is the T half. It's not the favored side. I am curious to see what they bring to the table on their CT side.
Yeah, and even just 5 rounds on the T side, they should be able to work with that moving forward. But as I say that, Hunter gets one kill, gets traded away. Manan gets 2. Mythilaf is there with the trade. And 3v3. Foxy gets taken down by Amaterasu.
And the problem is that's bombed down and it's down in no man's land. And Amaterasu is going to spot out yet another player. You see the top of his head, but Amaterasu scalping Mythil there. There we go. Starboy left in a 1v3 situation. Usually he's been playing the entry, but right now he's just gonna get double peaked and taken down by Monster. 9 to 5 is the score, and I don't think Semperex have the money to buy into the final round of the half. Nope, they don't. They're completely broke. Their economy is looking worse than my bank balance, and that is actually quite atrocious.
Rip, man.
I know. Them feels, bro.
Them feels. But
Sad reacts only in chat though, by the way, guys. Only sad reacts. Thank you.
5 UMPs is what Semper can afford here into the last round. And it's gonna be a few flashbangs, one smoke, one nade, and yeah. Nowhere close to being in a comfortable position. Monster's just gonna spot multiple teams coming in. They're just gonna walk into the kebab platter right there. 3 down, and Monster? Wrong reload, wrong time to reload there.
Worst possible time to reload, but Foxy does manage to land 2 quick kills. He's on a 2K right now. He'll have to clutch it out and go huge in this round. Basically, what I'm trying to say is he'll have to pull out an Amaterasu if he wants to clutch this round out. Let's see if he has it in him to do it. He's got the time here, and he's walking all the way back to T-spawn and is going to re-aggress. I think from T-mid, it would be wiser to go from Ivy, though he has a minute left on the clock. There's no need to rush it. Yep. Wow. I'm a good IGL, it seems.
Indeed, man. Foxy is going to be coming up at Ivy. There's Ritz, however, in a perfect position, and he's going to hear this soon. And Foxy... No. He just walks into Ritz's crosshairs there. And Wolves, they managed to recover well there in the second part of the first half, and they managed to get onto double digits as we bring this first half to a close. 10-5 in favor of Wolves. Semper, they're gonna have to step their game up here on the CT side.
Yeah, they really have to bring their A game. 10-5, still not undoable, but that means they just have their margin of error right now on Semper is just that narrow. Wolves, all they need to do is clutch out this pistol round.
Yeah.
And they can literally run away with the game. Yeah. There we go. Impale pushing up ramp. He might catch a few players off guard here, but there's still waiting for Monster waiting for him. And off with his head is what is on the cards for Impale's aggression. And there's 2 more players aggressing. This can end really poorly. Those Glocks have tremendous spam potential. But the rotation immediately going to come in from Popdog. And out comes Foxy. Gets 2 heads instantly. Down to a 3v2. But Hunter is left internally bleeding. And down goes Hunter. Down goes Foxy. No, Hunter's still alive. Wow, okay. Still down to a 1v2. Monster getting shot in the back, but finds Hunter. It's down to a 1v2. It's all down to Starboy.
Can he do this? Coming out of Popdog, spots 1 player out, but that's info that the T's need there. Now there is no reason to play up aggressive. They just need to wait for Starboy to walk into the open. In fact, Gokmeister, he's just going to walk out and end this round. 11-5. Semper, only 5 rounds on the T side. They needed that pistol round so bad, but Wolves are going to deny that away from them.
I mean, DNM just operating with the surgeon's precision that he is in real life. By the way, guys, yeah, DNM or Gokmeister is a doctor and a professional CSGO player. So if your parents ever tell you that you can't mix gaming and academia together, just tell them that there's a professional CSGO player in India who is also a certified real doctor. Anyway, Force by coming in from Semper, and they really needed that pistol round if they were going to claw their way back into the hole that they dug themselves into on their T-half.
I like the way you emphasized on real there.
Yeah. Homeopath nahi hai. MBBS doctor.
That being said, though, it's gonna be Semper all over the place with this Force by. It's a glass cannon MP9. What do you make of that?
I call that desperation.
Has all the signs of it as they're gonna start things off with massive damage onto Mythilef. Manan gets tagged down low as well. So does Amaterasu, but no kills going down just yet. Hunter does manage to spot out Monster, but Monster with that AK-47 is gonna get the kill there out onto the player in Popdog. Mythilef is gonna take his position here with that CZ, but he has only 5 points of health to work with. Yeah, not the ideal replacement.
I know, but then there are 2 players on Wolves also who are left quite tagged up right now. And Mythil, if he times this perfectly, he can catch 2 players off guard. There's no one watching this. Oh, Ritz. Okay then, Ritz just casually walking up and shooting Mythil in the back there. And now Starboy with that MP9 left with it all to do. And that aim punch is gonna absolutely get him dumpstered on. That gate does a ton of damage. Foxy tapping away, but Impale's the one who's going to find DNM, and Foxy's in the meantime going to make his way up to the bomb twinkling fairly close. Two players very, very low. Only Ritz with any modicum of HP, but I like where Amitras is playing from right now. He's on the bomb, in the smoke, but he's not even going to have to reveal himself. Ritz and Monster cleaning out that round. Very clean anti-eco coming out from Semper, just losing two players. Also managing to recover the rifles. That was crucial. And 12 rounds on the board for Semper, Wolves, and this is looking like Wolves are going to run away with this.
Yeah, Amaterasu right there was pretty much just the insurance policy in case Ritz did manage to take a fall. But yeah, Archie's got this bang on. Wolves have all the momentum on their side, and Semper X just can't seem to catch a break. It's going to be the full eco coming in. Yeah, Wolves all set to get on to 13 rounds. Amaterasu casually just walks out into A there, gets 2 kills, make that 3. And Hunter, a small light in the end of the dark tunnel there for Semper X as Wolves continue to march on. I mean, I had pretty much given hope. I was already contemplating that Semper X entity upper bracket final, not an hour back, and here we are. Wolves.
Yeah, they're just running away with this at this point, and finally Impale with the glass cannon up. This could be dangerous. This is make or break. This is the most desperate buy that Semper X has taken into this round, and Impale going to finally find the kill on Amitras. And there we go. Man advantage to the CTs. Is this the beginning of the comeback? I mean, Wolves managed a similar comeback on Mirage, so...
Yeah, it's gonna be the man advantage for Semper X here on the back of that pick coming in from Impale. And what are we looking at? Starboy trying to get some wall banging done there. Unfortunate, no connect this time around. Is he gonna spot out Manan here? He's gonna be playing up at dead end. Ritz. He does have the AK out this time around. No AWP out. They're just trying to flush out some utility from the side of Semper X. And yeah, they are really low on utility at this moment. It's just gonna be flashbangs available here. But tapping away Starboy does manage to get Ritz down. And that's a 2-player advantage now in favor of Semper X. Monster coming out of Pop Dog. He's got a lot of angles to clear out here all alone. And Starboy, no problems whatsoever. He's gonna hit that all day, all right. And Gokmeister.
Oh my god, what are they doing?
It's just a shooting gallery, shooting practice here for Semper X, at least in this round. Manan, last man alive. He's at least got another avenue of entry here onto the A-bomb site.
I mean, he's making his way up Olaf, but yeah, he will find this quick kill onto Mythil right now, unless Mythil... Ooh, we see a cheeky knife coming in. Oh, it is very smart there. Gets 2 kills. The 2 rifles that were crucial to the CT economy. And Manan just played that so well. Anyway, not able to clutch the round, but does do significant economic damage to the side of Semper X. And at this time, whatever handicap can be sent Semper X's way will be a welcome sight for... for Wolves right now. And they're going to buy into this round, no problems. Okay, maybe some problems because Amitras is pretty low. But they'll be able to buy into this round with a semi...
I think that's going to be a UMP out and 4 AKs.
Yeah, looks like it. But in the meantime, the reason Wolves just threw that round away, in my opinion, is because they just walked out one by one. It's like they were taking an evening stroll. And they just walked into the welcoming crosshairs of the enemies. There were no trades going in. There was literally... like, I don't know, nothing going forward in terms of a trade game or even decent Counter-Strike for that matter from Wolves in that round. And they've shown us that they're capable of so much more, primarily because of the experience that they bring to the table. DNM or Gokmeister has been in the scene for donkey's years. Ritz having represented India at the highest level. He was the one who went to the ESL Cologne, his team, Team Wolf. He's the last remaining member of that fabled squad that represented, well, you can say India at the ESL Cologne majors, that too. And yeah, They have so much experience. They have Manan, they have Amit Ras, they have Monster. I think Monster being the youngest in this squad.
Yeah, I think it comes down to just taking the foot off the pedal for a moment there. 13 and 5, they were feeling a little confident there. They'd managed to rattle off multiple rounds on the trot, and they get punished for it by Semperex. And this time around, we're gonna see a quick play coming in towards the A-bomb site. But Mithilev gets one, pop flash in hand. He's gonna get taken down, but there's Hunter with the trade frag coming in. Ritz has joined into the party. Foxy gets the trade frag, comes down to a 2v2, and Monster steps things up for Wolves, and Impale, the last man alive, with the AWP coming off Connector here, up against 2 AKs. He does have quite a lot of utility to use here, but he's just gonna walk up, straight up take the firefight. Gonna be able to get the nade out. No damage goes in. In fact, Monster does stack down to 60 points of health, but the double peak coming in there. Amaterasu as well as Monster played that to perfection, and Wolves, they come right back, take 14 rounds on the board, and break Semper X's economy.
Yeah, that's the reset, folks. Like, this is the worst possible outcome for that round. Is you win one with just 3 rifles surviving and lose the next one immediately. And they were caught napping. That fast play over out onto the outer bomb side, they were just absolutely not ready for any such pacey plays. They paid the price for it, and now it's again a force buy. I mean, they don't have like that's what I was saying. With the 10-5 half on the T side, you have little to no margin of error, and losing that pistol round was the worst possible outcome for Semperex going forward. They will have another opportunity to come up from the lower brackets though, but it's just that many extra games that you have to play, and that many times you might just get, surprised by some newcomer up-and-coming team.
Yep, and there are teams of the caliber of Team Brutality waiting for them in the lower bracket, and
like, not just Team Brutality, I mean, even a team like Smoking Monkeys or Bandits can upset either a Wolf or a Semperex. They have players on their roster who are capable of some insane individual plays. So yeah.
And that being said though, Monster playing it passive. Noise coming in from Gokmeister here towards B halls. And Impale just playing at the bottom of ladder here. Very unconventional position. Deciding whether to take that aggressive peek up at upper towards B halls. And he's going to do exactly that. He's going to push up aggressive. There is no trade potential here, but he's gonna spot out no one there, and that's gonna be a ton of information. They know for a fact this is gonna be a hit coming in. Hunter is gonna take the fall regardless here. Man advantage to Wolves. They made their way towards the A-bomb site here. They're all up near Electric. Foxy does manage to put that P250 to use. Starboy with the 1D onto Gokmeister, but Manan restores normalcy. 2 quick kills, leaving Starboy the last man alive. Bomb plant going down. Smoke to cover it off as well, and Wolves, as I say that, Amaterasu takes a bullet to the face. 1v2, no kit available, so time is going to be an issue, but yeah, as he peeks around the corner, Manan with a nice 3k there. Wolves on to match point, 1 round away now from the upper bracket finals.
And yet another force buy will be coming in. This is just Semperex clutching at straws. Wolves can smell the kill. They've been out hunting in pack the whole day today. And after a brutal, long battle, they can taste the victory. They can taste their final kill. And I don't think they're going to let the foot off the pedal right now. They're going to go gung-ho, all guns blazing, and just snatch the victory from Semperex.
Yep, a glass cannon scout on Foxy. Only a UMP on Starboy, and it's just gonna be 3 pistols around, 2 kits, no. Okay, they do have 1 smoke, 1 nade, couple of flashbangs. Cannot pretty much term it utility at the moment. It's hardly anything.
Yeah, but the flank that's been coming in from Mythil right now just tells them everything they need to know about the possible hit coming in from Wolves. And if they're not careful, Hunter and Mythil find a killer piece. Just 2 man to the good, and down goes Hunter. But Mythil in the meantime hasn't relented. He's picked up 2 kills, and wow. Okay, TNM left all alone, and he's going to go down 15-7. Okay then, just as we were singing praises of Team Wolf, they just completely shit the bed,
yeah,
as they say.
That is pretty much the best analogy of what just happened. Big flank, aggressive plays from CTs. Peek pretty much everywhere from every single angle into B halls, and down go the T's. 15 and 7, we play on.
Like I said, this is a game of Counter-Strike, folks. It's not over till the scoreboard reads 16. And it looks like Semper X have a little more fight left in them.
Yeah, they're going to be able to put Wolves back on a full eco here. And Manan, just showing off why you need to invest into a deagle even if it is an eco round. And Mittel F gets the pick onto Ritz. But two players out at Ivy here. Starboy is waiting in close quarters. He's going to smoke that off for the moment, but it's not a proper smoke per se. Amaterasu is going to be able to peer through. Lucky for Starboy that he did not actually go for that re-peek there.
Manan making his deagle sing even more. Gets 2 kills. Man advantage back with the T's. And Amaterasu is going to force his way up Ivy. That's going to get mollied off, and he's going to have to wait a little while longer. In the meantime, Manan has made his way over to Old Hell. And I think no one's aware of the fact that he's made his way over to Old Hell. Oh, finally Foxy checking it in the nick of time. And down goes DNM as well. But Monster getting the kill on with the AK that he's recovered. So down to a 1v2. Oh, does spot out Hunter, but he doesn't have much time, nor does he have that much in terms of armor and protection.
Yeah, 30 seconds remaining here. He is going to get the bomb plant in, and there's going to be a big rotate coming in all the way around here. Is he going to be able to spot that out? There's one player already coming out of Pop Dog. Nope. It's going to be Hunter who gets the better of Monster there, and Semper X are going to get the defuse in. 8th round on the board. That was pretty much a full eco coming in from Wolves, just to put things in perspective there. Not sure if they're going to go in for a double eco or if they're going to be able to force in here. Yeah, they can buy in here. Yeah.
They got the bomb down. They can buy up pretty easily this round. And yep. I mean, it's just annoying that both teams on consecutive maps on map point just completely. I think they're getting flustered and they're letting the moment get the better of them.
Unfortunate, but yeah, it's going to be 5 sets of AKs. AWP on Hunter. As we move on here, 15 and 8 is the score. Wolves still only 1 round away. It's only going to take one flash of magic from the T's here to secure that position in the upper bracket finals. But Hunter has other plans for Semper X here. He's going to open things up against D and M. Gets the frag there on the B-bomb site. Manan as well as Amaterasu. 2 players up at Ivy. Are we going to see Mittel F peek around the corner without any utility? Amaterasu, Manan, both pushing up here. There are 2 players, in fact, covering out Ivy at the moment. They might be caught out in crossfire at the moment. Molotov does come in, and yeah.
And Impale, in the meantime, has found a kill. It's 3-man against 5, but Impale is very, very low. I think he's on 7 health. In the meantime, Amaterasu opening things up with a kill onto Mithil, and Monster finding Foxy. Okay then, 2v3 all of a sudden in the blink of an eye. Monster just opening up the outer bomb site all by his lonesome. And both the remaining CTs are playing very passive by old bomb site, now making their way over to Ivy, where Monster lays in wait, playing a very patient game of hide and go kill.
Yeah, Manan has only 7 points of health as Amaterasu gets executed by Hunter with that AWP, down to a 2v2 now. And oh, Manan gets taken down there. Monster does get Starboy. 1v1. Hunter has to clutch this out with the AWP. He knows exactly where Monster's playing from, and he gets the shot. The defuse is going to come in there. Oof. And way too close.
Yet another lifeline handed to Semper X by Team Wolf. They're just not being able to clutch out the final moments of the game. They're getting the bombs down. They're just not being able to make their way into better or more favorable post-plant positions, and are getting continually punished for it by Team Semper X.
Yeah. This pretty much looks like a switcheroo here. This is what pretty much Wolves did in the end of Mirage, where they managed to string, if I'm not mistaken, 6 rounds on the trot to force overtime and eventually take the map. And Semper X, they seem to be back doing the same. And well, it's going to be the double sniper rifle, the auto sniper out on Foxy, and that's the first weapon to take of all. So much for being anticlimactic and Amaterasu.
What?
Manan, guys, Hunter back on the 1v2 clutch situation with the AWP. The first, and he manages to tag Amaterasu down to 7 points of health. But
that's the literal definition of a spanking that Hunter just gave to Amaterasu. He just smacked him in the backside with the AWP, and Hunter gonna spray away and pray. But it's not planted for him. He needs to make it on the double. And 2 seconds, 1 second. I think he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it, and he gets it. Oh my God! And he had a Molotov as well. What, Manan? And Manan was contemplating Sati there. He just stood in the flames, just going, "Take me, oh fire gods, up in the heavens." Jesus.
holy hell. I mean, he whiffed an entire clip on Hunter there, and cherry on the cake, Hunter just sticks the defuse there. The saying, pros don't fake, comes in. Well, on the bright side, he did manage to recover the auto sniper there, but yeah, that is not called victory.
That is not what Semper Wolves had in mind when they went into that round. But yeah, the auto sniper, I'd like to see what he can do with it. So far, a scope weapon on the T side on train, not the best weapon to go in with. But then again, we've seen some very, very unconventional buys working out in this Cobx tournament. So why the F not, as they say?
Why not? Why not? As it's gonna be 4 rifles, 4 Wolves, the auto sniper. There's Middle dancing with danger there, does manage to spot out Manan, and Amaterasu is gonna come in just to ensure that Middle does not get a clean frag and back off. He's gonna get Molotoved away. He's gonna take up this position all the way back on the train there. The T's absolutely no presence towards the B-bomb side. They have 1 player up at B halls. That's going to be it. Starboy opens things up. Amaterasu gets the trade frag away. Still 4v4.
And that's what I was saying. Like a sniper, auto sniper, not the most viable weapon on the T side on a map like Train. And Amaterasu needs to be careful. He's getting shot in the back. And somehow managing to get out of that still alive and well. Hunter in the meantime does get Molotoved off. Bomb has made his way to the inner bomb side, and he gets the kill onto Monster. In the meantime, Mythil opening up things with the kill onto Amaterasu. So all down to a 1v3, a 2v3, but it's very, very low there. Hunter, he's taken out of the round, but DNM not being able to get the better of Foxy. And there's no utility left. But there goes, down goes Hunter. It brings it down to a 1v2, but he's in a hit position. He's very, very careful. He's waiting for the diffuser to go in. And unfortunately, Ritz unable to clutch that out. 11 rounds to 15. What is even happening right now?
Man, I'm at a loss for words. As, this is not standard Counter-Strike.
No.
It's I don't know.
This is the Counter-Strike equivalent of gully cricket.
I'm just gonna let that sink in, but
it's just a slogfest. There's little to no tactical depth, and the thing is, I just have a feeling that Wolves are just letting the gravity of the situation get the better of them. They just need to find some composure, maybe call a timeout, just compose themselves, take a deep breath, and just, see out this half. They just have 1 round. They're just going YOLO right now. And they're just getting picked apart. I mean, they do find 1 kill, but Hunter's there with the AWP getting kills left, right, and center, and DNM's all alone in a 1v4 all of a sudden. He has made his way into old hell, but does get spotted out, and now he's gonna get dicked on, literally, as they say. Pardon my French, folks. I'm just too excited right now. This is just too much for my old heart to take.
Yeah, 1v3. DNM all alone here. And yeah, they finally get spotted out, and Hunter is gonna put that AWP back in use. 15 and 12. Semperex. Are we looking at OT, Archie?
Yeah. Well, if this continues, it might just be overtime. Because, see, if Semperex win this, Wolves will have to eco the next round. That means it's going to be 15 to 14, and then it all comes down to that one round where they're going to be slogging it out for either a win or OT.
Yeah, and we're gonna see, in fact, a early play towards B Hall as well. Okay, it's in fact a pincer play, but 3 players coming off Pop Dog. It's gonna be 1 player who's moving into A, and well, Amaterasu takes some damage here, but Gokmeister has managed to get into a very aggressive position here. Gets the kill onto Starboy. Amaterasu, 2 quick frags. They're just using Gok as a distraction there, buying time for Amaterasu to slaughter people on Semperex 1 by 1. And Foxy Impale takes the fall as well. And that is a 4K going to Amaterasu. I was talking about that one flash of magic to finish off the map, and it has come from Amaterasu's weapon.
Amaterasu gonna see off this game with an ace. That's all she wrote for Team Wolf right now, and they see off this match 16-12, and that's all she wrote. Team Wolf gonna advance on to the upper bracket finals against Entity Esports, while Semperex will be left to slog it out in the lower bracket. And what a game of Counter-Strike this has been, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Fett. Along with me has been Shade Slayer. See you again tomorrow at the same time, same place, 3 o'clock in the afternoon for more amazing Counter-Strike. Until then, fare thee well, folks.
See you guys. Have a good night.